in the area. Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison. More spins, more wins, more fun. The Green Bay Packers preparing to host the Carolina Panthers in Week 9 of the 2025 NFL season. Kickoff set for noon Sunday afternoon at Lambeau Field on Jordan Love's birthday. The Packers listed as 13.5-point favorites for Sunday's contest, according to ESPN Bet. Plenty to get you set. Talking about the quarterback, the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week, Micah Parsons, the NFC Defensive Player of the Month, and a whole lot more on Wilde and Tausch and all of our ESPN Wisconsin shows all day long here on 100.5 ESPN. Packers reporter Rob Demovsky scheduled to appear on Wilde and Tausch at 10:15. Volleyball, huge night tonight for the 11th-ranked Wisconsin Badgers, the first and only regular season meeting this year with number 1 Nebraska, and it's at the Fieldhouse. 8 o'clock first serve. Pre-match show starts at 7:30 right here on Madison's home of Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball, 100.5 ESPN. Wilde and Tausch starts right now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com. 3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year, Jason Wilde.
There aren't any Jasons 12 and under. That's a dead name.
Packers Hall of Famer, Mark Tauscher.
How many kids do you hear, hey, Marky? It might be almost to the point of Ruth.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio.
You love that name so much, you don't even go by it.
On 100.5 ESPN.
If you call me Mark, I like my name. I like my name a lot.
The ESPN Wisconsin app.
Wilde and Tausch.
And ESPN Madison on YouTube.
It's Wilde and Tausch, isn't it?
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
It is the Friday edition. The Be a Goldfish, y'all, edition. Doing the right thing is never the wrong thing. Yes, edition. The Mark Tauscher is back in the state of Wisconsin and back in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios. But so am I. Although I didn't leave the state. Edition. And it's Friday. I don't think we have another rendition of Renegade planned, but we do have headlines. We have your green and gold game preview. Everything we do leading into Packers, Panthers, the trap game edition of Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, 100.5 ESPN Madison, 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, ESPNWisconsin.com, the ESPN app, your Alexa smart speaker, streaming live video, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and of course everything you need on the all-new, all-redesigned, all-free, all-customizable ESPN Wisconsin app, which you can find both in the Apple and Android app stores. I'm Jason Wilde, normally in Green Bay. Today I'm Ted Lasso, and I'm in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios, where Jesse Nelson is as well, and so is the Packers Hall of Famer. Is this going to be distracting to you?
No, that mustache looks like a broom.
Well,
like
that's
you just
the
cut
style
your,
of broom. That's
no,
the
it
style
looks
of
like you
mustache.
cut like your broom and just pasted it on.
No, I bought this at one of those Halloween shops.
Have you ever thought about going mustache?
No.
Why?
He is Mark Tauscher.
Paul doesn't like it?
I don't like it. It's itchy. I'm going to take this off. I was going to basically get through the first segment.
Why?
I don't know.
It's a look.
It's a look. I noticed you didn't say it's a good look.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter what I think. It's what Paula thinks. And
No,
what did Paula
I think-
say as you walked out of the hotel today?
Well, she did not say, you know what? You should probably grow a mustache. So I feel pretty good about the fact that...
But we know, it was just... I was not going to stereotype it, but she loved Elmo. Elmo's very free. Oh, now it looks like you have like snot bubbles coming out of your nose.
That's the sticky substance
Oh.
that kept the mustache on.
Well, you're not even...
That's
You have to at
gross.
least wear it for a segment.
It's itchy. I don't like it.
Oh, my God.
I made it 4 minutes.
Should have went as a Twinkie, soft as.
Charmin. Could have been a toilet paper
Just go
roll.
get some toilet paper, wrap it around.
All right, I can put it back on.
It's nice that you're down here. What brings you down this way?
I just wanted to see you.
No, you didn't.
I enjoy your company.
No, we do a better show when we're away. We all know that.
I know. What do you do? The real question is, you knew I
Because
was
you're
coming
here.
in. Why did you come in?
Because you're here.
Well, Jesse
asked
told me you weren't coming in.
No, Jesse asked me to come in, and I said, well, if my flights don't get delayed,
Which they didn't,
and I get
apparently.
in on a normal time, I'll be here. Because I'm a teammate. That's why. And by the way, Jesse is, like, we have a text string, and we throw show ideas sometimes. I know Jesse claims we don't, and he runs everything, and and Jesse does a great job, blah, blah, blah,
I don't
blah.
like where this is going.
Me neither.
I don't need to know that you're showering at 7:15 and Jesse's going to pick you up. Like, we have separate text strings. Like, if there's something pertinent just to you, I'll text you. If it's pertinent to Jesse, I'll text Jesse. I don't text both of you and say, hey, Jesse, what time are we going to the Hard Rock Casino Rockford, and leave you on it? And then it's bing, 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 bing. And I'm like, what the blank is going on at 7 a.m. this morning as I'm trying to make an egg sandwich for somebody? And I look at it. Oh, well, can you pick me up? I have 62 hits I have to do because I'm kind of a big deal at ESPN Wisconsin. And Jesse's like, well, what time would you like me to pick you up, Jason? Well, I'm going to get a coffee here, and then I'm going to go do this. At some point, we have to just understand, let's just I don't know how to unsubscribe to just that thread because I want to stay on the show thread, obviously.
Well, that was the show thread.
But it shouldn't have been.
But it was related to the
show. Do you guys
show.
understand why it... Jesse, do you understand why it shouldn't have been?
I blame Jason. It is my number one grievance about group texts when there are things that are shared in a group text that are meant for one or two of the entire group. And then there's entire conversations blowing up your phone.
You easily could have seen. Jason is. I don't know Jason's texting habits. What I could tell you is, I know you have more text groups that you're texting than Jason does. I feel fairly confident about that.
Well, not by choice.
So, in essence, what you could have done is, as Jason texts you, hey, what time are you picking me up? Which was fine. That was one text. Okay. I know that you two are riding in, and actually I'm hoping you drove like an old man, and maybe, not that you wanted to get sideswiped or anything, but it was kind of some content-wise. None of that happens. And you guys go on a 5 to 6 string text about Jason showering, and next thing I know is going to tell me his bathroom habits. Don't need it.
I'm not going to stop it once he
text
starts
him on the side and say,
group.
yeah, Jason, I'll come pick you up at 7:55.
Ask old boy there why he started it
You
in the
could
group
have
text. That had
taken-
nothing to do with you.
Because I'm just telling you, could have just text Jason on the side and said, yeah, Jason, I'll pick you up at 7:55.
Well, no, because then I don't want you to feel bad that you're like,
promise you I won't
we
feel
started
bad.
the conversation here, but we got to keep Tausch in the dark, so I'm just going to text you separately.
I am.
Did you really think I cared about that part? Did you really?
All right. As much as I'm enjoying this is 100% my fault. I started the conversation yesterday by saying, hey, Jesse, I just realized our hotel is on your way into the studio, and I sent that to the group. It did, it began with me. I will Truman up here. 100% my fault. I'm sorry that I'm glad it didn't wake you up. Which, by the way, I didn't realize I usually have mine on silent, so you were getting bing, 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 binged.
Just trying to add to the show. No, but it was annoying.
Okay. Well, it's great to be here.
Good to have you back, old T.
So glad to be in the studio.
Do you guys understand that it's
I apologize.
No,
I said it was my
I
fault.
know you did, but I mean, I don't want to be like a whatever.
Curmudgeon.
But you guys understand that this would have been very easily handled just by taking hold of it, right? Or am I crazy?
No, you're 1,000%.
All right.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Landman. It's a new show. I don't know if you've seen this show.
Paramount. I have not seen it, but it's on my list of shows to watch.
I didn't know much about it. I saw Billy Bob, who looked like he's 35 years old, on the Manning cast the other day. And I saw, okay, I had seen some clips. And I have a couple of different, Love is Blind I like to do when I'm either, trying to work out or get a sweat. I'll watch that. That's kind of my...
Sweat.
Landman has become my new... Tom Cruise, what's the movie called?
Top Gun
Maverick,
which is now no longer on airplanes. So my trip out to Eugene Nothing.
Superman?
No Superman. So I started Landman, and I'm through because of the length of flights. It was, it's about a 4-hour flight to Eugene on the way out. Mm-hmm. And then yesterday we flew through Denver. I got through 8 episodes. Fantastic show. Couldn't recommend it more. I don't know if Jason would like it, but I think Jesse would, if that makes sense.
What was the show? It's based in the mountains or whatever you were raving about. It was a few years ago.
Ozark.
Yeah, good movie.
Is Landman kind of Ozark-like?
That's what I was just about to ask.
No.
No,
Okay.
it's not as well. No, it's not.
Okay.
This is a rugged, great storytelling. This is the tricky part of this because it puts the little thing. And I was sitting. You sit down and there's people around you, and it says there's nudity. There's some other stuff that goes on in this show. And the question is, where do you kind of draw that line of I'm watching it, and if there's like just another dude sitting next to me, whatever, right? If it's
Sure, he enjoys nudity
if
too.
If it's an 85-year-old grandma, do I then say I can't watch Landman because Billy Bob's ex-wife is getting after somebody? What's the protocol? Do I have to? And then if somebody behind me says something, am I like tough luck? Close your eyes. I'm not turning it off. What's the protocol? I think if there's grandma sitting next to me, I'm going to say I'm going to respect grandma.
You're going to watch Ted Lasso.
Outside of that, or if there's like a young child for whatever reason that's not my own kid sitting next to me, I would then also respect those rules because it says right on there, if someone's uncomfortable, don't watch it, which I think is BS.
Wait, it says that
on the screen.
On the screen?
Yeah, because it gives you the
rundown of the inappropriate
before what
things.
is happening.
Sure, yeah.
So is that how do you approach that?
Well, first of all, how do you know just because she's 85 she might not enjoy a little nudity too? She might have been interested in that. You should
but
at
I
least
know
ask.
this. I can't ask.
Yes.
That'd be creepy.
Hey, grandma. There's a few things in this show. Is it going to offend you if I watch it? I'm sure she'd enjoy the interaction.
Maybe I did ask.
So and how
it
does
was just a
somebody
dude, so I just
sitting behind you
watched
see?
and I didn't care. Well, because people are now to the point where you better be careful. Like if you're texting something, people take pictures of text messages, which I think should be criminal. Like I legit think that should be criminal.
Do you know about you can get like the screen protector on your phone?
That. No,
okay,
I'm not doing
well, that would.
But I'm not doing it.
Help with.
But this is the screen. It's like up on the deal, up on the headset. But I was sitting up in the first row, and it was planted on the deal, if that makes – you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was planted, so it's higher up.
Sure.
It's not like Jimmy jammed into a seat.
I don't think it's on you about the show.
But you can't watch – I don't think they have like Debbie Does Dallas, the old school. We're not watching that. This was not that. Now, this is based in Odessa and I think Midland, Texas. So – I
Why don't you just watch Dallas?
I have no idea what Debbie Does Dallas is.
Oh, I think you have an idea.
Oh, my goodness. Really?
That's old school. No, it's old school.
Yeah, that's an adult
So,
film.
anyways, as I was doing, I was thinking to myself, well, the show it made the flight fly by. So I thoroughly enjoyed it, but I do wonder where that line is because had someone said something, I do think you have to turn it off, even though I would not want to.
I have one follow-up on this. I haven't been on an airplane in a while, but I will be soon in July when
Stratford
we're
of Avon.
to Edinburgh. Can't you just watch it on your iPad?
Who?
You.
You can do a lot of things.
Well, I'm just saying, if you have your iPad with you, can't you then control?
People
what
can
you want?
still watch.
Well, right, but they have to make an effort.
I'm not interested. So here's the deal. I am always irritated if we have a long flight. There's not a TV. I don't like having to put my little baby phone, and sometimes they have a slot, and then I got to put AirPods in. I don't really want to go AirPods. I want the TV. I want to watch it on there because you're providing that service. I want to utilize it. So, no, I'm not interested in using my iPad. Then I got to go recharge it. No, I want the TV.
They still have the AirPhone too, or are you like, is that in the back of the seat too that you can like call home and check in on everybody? Because if they provide that service, you should use it.
You laugh, but what happens if something's going wrong? Your cell phone ain't working up there.
Right? Do they still have
I don't
those?
know.
You're on planes.
I didn't look.
You just were on a plane
Yeah,
yesterday.
I didn't study the phone situation.
You didn't
no, I don't
notice
think
whether or not there was a
they
phone
didn't
in the
have an
back of
earphone
the seats.
shoved in my face. No, I didn't see that.
That's all.
I am sure there was not an airphone.
That's not a thing anymore? We did away with those?
I don't think
They're
so.
like
I've
pay
never
phones?
seen one that I know of.
Okay, again, it's been a very long time since I was on an airplane, so I just thought I'd ask. It's great to be in studio with you.
That's good. Good.
Very exciting. On top of that, it is the last day of the month, right? So we don't have to. We're not changing up the Pella read on top of it and doing the new one.
Not yet.
Okay, good. Well, then that's one less thing for consternation to be caused by. Tell us about Pella Windows and Doors.
Well, when it comes to your home, the smart play is trusting Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. You got a day left this month. Today is it. You can score a whole house of new energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month. Zero interest for up to 60 months. It's like a drive you can sustain for years, keeping your home comfortable thanks to the incredible defense played by Pella Windows, stopping all of those drafts. Don't wait. Schedule your free consultation today at PellaWI.com.
We are all together live in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios. So stick around. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Mark Tauscher here for Pizza Hut. You know how much I've loved Pizza Hut going back to the days when I was a kid participating in their legendary Book It program. I loved Pizza Hut back then, and I love making new memories enjoying Pizza Hut with my family now. Pizza Hut delivers a win every time with the Big Dinner Box. For just $19.99, you get 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas, 8 boneless wings, and 5 breadsticks. Feed your whole team for one unbeatable price. Choose your crust, hand-tossed, pan, thin and crispy, or even tavern style. Order now for delivery or carryout at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. The Big Dinner Box for just $19.99, only at Pizza Hut. And remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
UW Credit Union presents the Prep Mania Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org. Here's Dennis Semra with the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
Our ESPN Madison UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Van Vogler, Sun Prairie East High School. You came in right when the school split. What was that like?
You know, it was very challenging with seeing a lot of my friends on the other side of the town, but we still have a lot of great players over here, great coaching with every single sport.
But baseball, you've been to state twice in baseball. What's that like going up to Appleton where the baby Brewers play?
You know, it's always very cool going up to Appleton, just making those deep runs in the playoffs. They're always really fun, a lot of emotion, and you just have a great town in Sun Prairie you're playing behind, so it's just great to have a great community behind you.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offer the Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
What's new at Zimbrick Chevrolet? A lot. A free car wash with every service, plus a brand new detail facility to keep your ride looking fresh all year long. Relax with coffee and snacks while you wait, and if you can't, grab one of their numerous service loaners, take the shuttle, or even get a lift on them. Plus, Zimbrick Chevrolet has the largest new Chevrolet inventory in southern Wisconsin, and you'll never overpay at Zimbrick Chevrolet. Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust.
Hey, it's ESPN Wisconsin's Alex Stroh for my great friends at Door County Distillery. Locally produced, handcrafted, award-winning spirits made locally in beautiful Door County. It's the best time of the year. It's bourbon season. Weather outside getting a little chilly, but you can stay warm with a delicious glass of the Door County Distillery bourbon. Or check out Door County Distillery exclusives like their cherry bourbon and their bat bourbon. It's bat good. Visit the website, DoorCountyDistillery.com. That's DoorCountyDistillery.com.
Looking to take your baseball game to the next level? GRB Academy provides year-round training programs designed around your schedule and your goals. For over 15 years, GRB has been Wisconsin's leader in player development and advancement with a state-of-the-art 52,000 square foot facility of elite baseball training space and coaches who know how to get results. From youth to high school, baseball players trust GRB to help them reach their next level. Training program spots are filling quickly, so don't wait. Register now at grbacademy.com.
It's football season in Wisconsin and the energy is electric. Get ready to fuel up the hype with Monster Energy. With bold flavors and that legendary kick, Monster gives you the power to go all 4 quarters. Whether you're tailgating before the big game, watching with friends at home, or catching every play at your favorite spot. Because game day isn't just about football. It's about bringing the energy wherever you are. Stop by your local Piggly Wiggly to pick up a Monster Energy drink today. Monster Energy. Unleash the beast.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
I'll be your light, your match, your burning sun. I'll be the bright and black that's making you run and we'll feel alright.
The band is together in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios, so you know the show's not going to be very good.
Wow.
But stick around anyway, because we got fun stuff planned. Not fun. A calf injury to Quay Walker.
Uh-oh.
Now, this was not... He practiced on a limited basis and then was added to the injury report.
Does it feel like there's more
practice.
injuries at practice this year than in the past?
Yes, it does feel that way.
Are the boys working too hard?
Oh, yeah, they're Super Bowl contenders. Here's the problem. So it's not that he started practice and then left, because, look, they had 2 guys added to the injury report yesterday as limited after practice, which is usually a sign that something happened during practice. Jordan Morgan with an illness, so I don't know if he threw up on the football or what happened there. And Malik Willis.
Oh.
So I don't know what that means for backup quarterback if he rolled his ankle, but he was added to the injury report. But in Quay's case, full participant on Wednesday, non-participant on Thursday. Was standing on the sideline doing some stuff with a trainer during practice yesterday. We'll see what he does today. But he is the defensive signal caller. He's got the headset from Jeff Hafley. How big of a concern should this be for Sunday?
I think it's a concern. Anytime a starter and someone that's been playing good football, there's something pops up. But I just think at this point you can overcome. There's a few guys that you probably can overcome a couple of weeks out. I think Quay, you probably could. Obviously, that wouldn't be ideal. But I do wonder, for as much as this group studies and analyzes, what they're doing with their time and their practice, these guys don't practice that much. A bunch of guys missed most of camp.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even including Micah not practicing in Dallas. And then I don't know if you crank it up. I don't know how Matt's approach is when it comes to what they do, in week. I can't imagine it's uber physical. You have to start wondering, why does this continue to pop up? Because this is a lot of injuries throughout a season, and we're only not even halfway done. It's something that I think Matt and his team with Flea and everybody else probably are going to look at and say, I don't know. Usually you dial things back as you get into November and December and try to really focus in on keeping guys fresh. I think that would be more of the overall concern. Quay not being able to play or being able to play, but he's limited. That would be concerning for this week. But I think you look at this, why is this continuing to happen at this level? Obviously, there's going to be freak injuries. You saw that with D-Bach 4 or 5 years ago.
Right, a major injury.
Yes, where and how you practice and trying to, because the goal is you prep guys. You're not really that intrigued and interested in banging around as much, I don't believe, as maybe we did back in the old days.
Yeah, and there are limitations, obviously. You're allowed one, not even one padded practice per week. You have to ration them out, and there's going to be some weeks where you don't use them, so they plan that out. I don't know if they're working too hard or too arduously, but I do know that Quay Walker's an important piece to what they do. They're really happy with how he's playing, and they have he's the relay guy. He's the guy who relays the call. I
thought you mentioned there was. Did you not think he'd be re-signed by now?
Again, I did not. I talked to him briefly on Wednesday.
Right? Was there a report?
Yeah, he said on the record that there's an offer on the table from the Packers. So that again, that's. I mean, yes, I reported it, but usually when you say, "Oh, you reported," it's because you had an anonymous source who told you. This one wasn't anonymous. He said it in.
But it's still reportage.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
So he has not gotten the offer that he wants from Green Bay.
Yes.
Okay.
I think he'd like more than what the offer was, is what I would surmise from that. Maybe he's thinking 4 years, $48 million, like they gave Nate Hobbs, who you never got benched.
No.
You didn't get re-signed while you were coming back from your ACL until they realized we'd be much better off with our guy than with Alan Barber. So, do you remember guys who got benched? No names, no need for that. And how they handled it? Because I'm gonna have Jesse play a clip from Jeff Hafley here. If you played all the snaps, and then you only played 4 of the snaps, and someone else played all the snaps, what is that? How do you define that? What happened to you that you are only playing 4 snaps and you weren't injured? What does that mean happened to you? You got benched. Unless, of course, it's Jeff Hafley, who wants to be clear that Nate Hobbs wasn't benched.
Nate Hobbs isn't benched. This isn't the last you're going to see Nate Hobbs. There's no confidence lost in Nate Hobbs. I said that last week. I have not lost confidence in him. And what I'd love to see right now is how Nate Hobbs practiced these last 2 days. And that's what we have to build around here. Things are going to get hard. You're not going to win every game, and you're not going to play great, but you can't hang your head. You got to rise up when that happens. And that's what CV did, and that's what I'm confident Nate's going to do, because we're going to need all those guys to win.
What?
So all of that can be true except for the not being benched part.
Right. I totally agree with you.
Jeff Hafley, and this is the disconnect that sometimes you and other media types have, is that you are looking and you want honesty and the right, and you want the truth. Well, the truth is not going to make your football team better. Jeff Hafley doesn't have to say, yeah, Hobbs stunk and we needed to not play him.
I'm not saying he has to say that either.
That's kind of what you are asking, because he's being honest about how you respond, and that Carrington Valentine stepped up and did a nice job. If he had said I don't know whoever asked the question, yeah, Hobbs stunk and we don't want to play him anymore, but we think he might have to, so we have to keep his confidence up. It's not the right way to approach it, and that's not how Jeff Hafley is doing it. What he's saying is, yeah, we're going to need him. Something is going to come up. There's going to be plays. We need him to stay engaged, because to answer your question about how guys respond when they get benched, not shockingly, everybody is different.
Mm-hmm.
Veterans and seasoned pros that have been around understand it. They know that their best thing to do moving forward is be a good teammate. Young players that haven't earned money and or have just gotten a big fat deal or a good deal like Hobbs did, it can go the other way quick. And again, that's why winning in this league is so important early, because guys will stay together more than if you're the Miami Dolphins or you're the Cleveland Browns and you see that this ship is sinking and you're not even playing. Deuces. Like, it's just easier for these guys to say, and that's where you're trying to avoid it. And what Jeff Hafley is trying to say here is, I don't know if his role is going to reemerge. Watching last week, the answer would be no. Carrington Valentine played really well.
He did. Mm-hmm.
There's no reason to switch this up. A couple weeks ago, Carrington Valentine didn't play at all.
Correct.
And so
it probably felt like he should have been.
Maybe Jeff Hafley could look at it and say, oh, it's a matchup thing. We know that's not the case, but that's what he could say. But his job is to try and keep all of his guys engaged to the highest level so that when their opportunity comes, they are ready to handle it. That's what he was doing there, so I don't have a problem. Is it deceptive from a truth standpoint that he didn't get benched or they were fine? Of course it is. Like, you don't have to be an astrophysicist to look at it and say, well, just wait, he played 70 plays the week before. He's not injured. In this last week, he played realistically 2 snaps because 2 of them were penalties, and the other guy played all of the other snaps that he played. Yeah, Jeff.
So I understand your point.
You can't argue,
and I don't disagree with you. The messaging is important for the player. All I'm saying is, first of all, the question that led to this was, did Carrington Valentine play press coverage on DK Metcalf on his own, and how did he do? That was the question. It was not, why did you bench Nate Hobbs? So my point, he obviously wanted to say this publicly, right? And he had given him a very loud...
Just wait, there was no Hobbs even mentioned?
He was not even asked.
Well, was there a Calvin that he would think about Hobbs?
No, there was none of it. So
sounded like he was addressing it very head on there.
It is
that is odd.
So if I
that's fairly odd.
The fairly odd parents, the fairly odd defensive coordinator, it is a 418-word answer that began with, well, there are situations where we wanted to press him, and there were based on where our help was and what the call was, blah, 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 blah. And then he, on his own, he's praising CV and says that, hey, he was facing adversity, right? He wanted to play more, and he's not getting the opportunity. And then he segues into the part about Nate Hobbs. And to me, he says, everyone wants to point the finger at Nate Hobbs right now. That's where he changes the subject.
I didn't even think about Nate Hobbs this week.
I didn't either. After he was benched.
I think he would have been better off just letting the sleeping dog lie.
Correct. And my point is that
unless Nate Hobbs is pissed and he wanted to address it.
Sure. that was my theory.
Okay.
Because he got benched.
But he didn't.
But he did. But my point is that you can say all those other things, and you don't have to say the 4 words, Nate Hobbs isn't benched. The words
That's really 5 words because you used it.
It's a contraction.
I know,
but it
is not.
When they
words matter.
It's gonna be
it's gonna be that kind of day.
A contraction is one. That's the whole point of why a contraction exists.
Thank you, Johnny English.
You're the one who's miscounting the number of words he just said.
I'm not miscounting. If you just go ahead.
So
I'm not going to get into semantics with you today.
Oh, you're always up for semantics. The next portion of that, after the Nate Hobbs is not benched, if you don't want to use the contraction, is this isn't the last you're going to see Nate Hobbs. There's no confidence lost in Nate Hobbs. He can say both those things, whether they're true or not, whether he's saying that because it sounds good or not. Just don't say Nate Hobbs isn't benched. Because that's demonstratively false. That's all.
I won't disagree with you on that. And the fact that there was no Nate Hobbs adjacency to this question is very interesting.
Right?
I have to admit, I just assumed, and I ended up looking like a you-know-what because I assumed. Isn't it, Jesse?
That's a contraction.
That's what I heard.
Isn't it?
Isn't it?
I don't know if that actually
Never seen that one written
I didn't
down.
see that on conjunction junction. What's your function? So my question that actually matters. This is semantics. Do you think that barring an injury, that Nate Hobbs is a starter again?
Well, barring an injury, no.
I mean, if CV plays poorly, he could lose his spot. They do have packages where they play Nate Hobbs as the slot guy.
So the
and they
answer
move
to
the
this question
bowler
will be
to safety.
If you have 5 days left before the trade deadline, Green Bay picks up a defensive back, that tells you your answer. If they don't, they are fine with Nate Hobbs being the platoon, whatever guy you want to call. And I think you can. Everybody can say all the right things like Jeff is, even though some of it is patently false. Brian Gutekunst will tell you everything you need to know if and when they go and make a move.
Not what they say, it's what they do.
If they don't, they're pretty much, this is our crew. If they do, that tells you, yeah, he's not what we hoped for when we made that big purchase this offseason.
And in fairness, and Brian Bulaga and I didn't get into him specifically during Tackle Talk with Corey Lindsley, who was actually a center. But it seems that Aaron Banks is playing better, right?
That's
He
good.
got off to a slow start,
Yep.
but he had all those injuries and such, so they feel better about him. So, Nate Hobbs, maybe we're not writing him off because Jeff Hafley told us not to, but don't what is it? Don't pee on my head and tell me it's raining. Don't have a guy only play 4 snaps and tell me he wasn't benched. Is that the right thing?
You could use both. Yeah, I think that's executed.
I could also go to Hard Rock Casino Rockford, go boo in the UU Noodle Bar, and maybe even play some craps with Barry Alvarez.
Oh, that would have been fun. And you guys, now that Jesse, you guys are carpooling, Lord knows I found out all about that, just like I did when I went down to Hard Rock Casino Rockford with Jesse. They have over 175,000 square feet of gaming, entertainment space, 1,300 slots, 50 live table games, a sports book, and a rock shop. And Jesse and I I think we're going to do pretty good here. With Packers wins and Jordan Love MVP, all these things that are still available. And it is fun to head on down. And it's only an hour from the greater Madison area. They also have the Hard Rock Live Entertainment venue, 23,000 square feet, premium concert and event space, more than 1,000 feet of LED screens to enhance the experience for up to 2,000 guests. Hard Rock Casino Rockford, a premier entertainment destination just off of I-90 in Rockford, Illinois.
We're back Monday night.
Are you going to shake a little dice with Coach?
I would be lying if I didn't say I didn't watch at least one YouTube instructional video on how to play craps.
So what's going to be your route?
Well, I haven't determined that yet. I think I need a couple more videos and a few. I don't know if they have like a online like a
simulator
play for fun kind of thing. Yeah. I want to try it a little bit and see what's working for me.
Sure.
Because there's a couple of things I don't understand betting wise yet, but
they say.
Well, what do you guys want to have a segment where we go over different blackjack hands and or dice throwing? Because I'm all game for doing it. We could have old boy call in and critique the 12 versus 13. Yeah.
No. Okay. Instead, we'll do our green and gold game preview. That's next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
Get ready to unleash the dragon at Hard Rock Casino Rockford.
Introducing the region's very first $1 million Dragon Link slot game. Feel the thrill, chase the excitement, and win big. With jackpots soaring to $1 million, your chance to hit it big is here. Come experience the ultimate gaming adventure. Visit Hard Rock Casino Rockford today and play the $1 million Dragon Link slot game. Your legendary win awaits. Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Let's hard rock.
If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 10/31/2025.
Oh no, there's only seltzer left, and it's passionberry almond fruit? Who comes up with these? Kick the aluminum can to the curb and mix up a cocktail you actually want with Tito's. It tastes great, it's gluten-free, and it's available in a variety of sizes for your convenience. The flavor abilities are endless. Tito's Handmade Vodka, the official spirit of whatever you want to drink. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
Don't be haunted by high prices this Halloween. Metro Ford of Madison has frightfully good deals waiting just for you. Right now, drive home the all-new 2025 Ford F-150 or F-150 STX, or escape the ordinary in a 2025 Ford Escape, both with just 2.9% APR for up to 66 months, only $16.41 per month for $1,000 finance. But hurry, these scary good offers vanish November 3rd. Visit MetroFordOfMadison.com today, where the deals are a treat, never a trick.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after. An in-depth recap of every Bucks game.
In 6 minutes. No more?
No less. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. If you missed any of the game or just want to relive the biggest moments, Bucks in 6 provides game recaps every morning after. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis or the deep threes from Miles Turner. And catch the comments post-game about what happened on the court. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. Find it now on bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, this is Lee, inviting you to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. We got a great happy hour every day of the week from 4 o'clock to 7, and our patio during the summer is open too. If you're getting married, special occasion, a birthday, anniversary, or even a business meeting, we've got all the accommodations right here at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. You work hard and sometimes you're not sure what you want to do, where you want to spend your money. I want to encourage you to come into Ruth's Chris Steakhouse and say hello. It'd be a pleasure to meet you.
Have you been waiting to buy your next home? Stop. Now is the time to get housed. What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Nobody has a crystal ball to know what the future holds. The longer you wait to find your next home, the better the chance you'll be paying more for it than you would be today. Don't miss out on what could be the best opportunity to find your dream home. Contact our team at BrunerRealtyInc.com to help start your search. That's BrunerRealtyInc.com. Let's get house.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just to you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
Kind of like saying Nate Hobbs wasn't benched. Time now for our green and gold game preview.
Let's take a closer look at this week's matchup. This is the green and gold game preview.
The most lackluster Green Bay Packers game of 2025. Sunday afternoon. A classic trap game.
Trap games are invented by people like Jesse. Talking heads.
Then why do they exist?
Well, I don't know if they do. They exist in a media landscape. There are games that maybe, is it just because if you're not as focused, is that the point of what a trap game is?
You're coming off primetime game Rodgers on the road.
I understand the concept.
Home noon Panthers, blah. Then, Eagles
Defending
Monday
champs.
night.
Eagles! Nut whack.
Most important 1 seed.
Trap
game.
I understand the concept of trap games, and as a player, you is there maybe a chance for, are you going to be as jacked up as you were for a Sunday night in Pittsburgh with Rodgers? No, you're probably not. And if that is indeed the case, all right. Is there a more nondescript organization or team? Like, what does Carolina have that anybody be excited about?
What does Jacksonville have that anybody be excited about?
Trevor Lawrence.
They've got Bryce
Travis
Young.
Hunter. They got Travis Hunter.
And
Liam Cohen's kind of a quirky dude.
Trevor Lawrence is more exciting than
Jacksonville's
Bryce
a heck
Young.
of a lot more interesting than Carolina.
Way more.
Oh, come on.
Well,
Were
they
they that
are.
interesting last year?
Who?
Jacksonville.
Yeah, but it's a new year, babe. It's a new year.
Babe. Hey, babe.
What's the big...
I don't know if there's I legit don't know if there's a more nondescript team than Carolina would be the Houston. If Carolina ever made the playoffs, you slot them in the 430 slot.
Yep. They're the Houston Texans
You got
of
a
the
430
NFC.
slot.
Yeah.
Like, they are destined. I don't care if they're playing the Chiefs. I think they get a 430 slot. I know Carolina can't.
The Panthers have been good, but even when they are good, they're not interesting. Yeah.
It's amazing. If I'm Carolina, I think You just start. I don't know. Go ahead. Yeah.
Isn't Tennessee less interesting?
They got at least there's now you have a kind of a crazy owner firing people. You got a young quarterback there. I don't think anybody really believes in Bryce Young. I think they want to, and he's kind of done enough to. He torched Joe Barry's group. That was the Joe Barry end all. That performance ended Joe Barry. It was on Christmas Eve because I remember going to church right after.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, how the heck do you give up 30 points to old boy? That was amazing. You have to. So Bryce Young, he's obviously a smaller quarterback. It's just I don't know what you'd be excited about.
Cleveland?
Cleveland's at least they're a mess.
Yeah, they're interesting.
Yeah. Imagine doing our show. Riz crushes it in Cleveland because there's a passionate fan base. How passionate?
Not anymore.
You could get a ticket to the Panther game at the end of last season for $5. $5.
Okay. All right.
I think Carolina might be
4-4. It's not like they're 0-8.
I know. You couldn't be more. Oh.
Their city shares a nickname with another city's nickname. Like, they don't even have an original nickname for their city.
The Queen City.
Yeah.
I thought it was Emerald. Who's the other Queen City?
Cincinnati.
And Cincinnati started it?
I don't know.
Cincinnati also plays bang a drum like they play at Lambeau Field after
maybe
touchdowns.
It's actually Cincinnati's phone. The Saints, I would say, are more disinteresting.
No.
The Saints.
What do you mean, no?
The Saints are the Bayou. It's like there's
that's
more.
New Orleans.
They're making up.
Saints
What is it?
team.
The town? Is it the
Saints,
team?
no.
What is this?
The Saints are interesting. They got the hoodat. They got the bags over their eyes and stuff. Carolina is just. They're.
This has been your Green and Gold game preview, and Ed Helms sucks.
No, it's not about Ed Helms. Just tell me someone or some team that's been more nondescript. You can't.
Well, let me ask you this. What is the
Saints? Drew Brees, Hurricane Katrina, Gleason blocking a punt,
the
winning
Panthers
the world
had
20
championship.
years
The
ago,
Panthers
man.
had Cam Newton and a Super Bowl
Now,
run,
that
and
was
they were
fun.
dominant for a couple of years.
I didn't say
there.
this with Cam Newton, and you know what? I don't think they've treated Cam Newton that great.
Riverboat
They haven't even
Ron.
retired his number yet. Cam Newton should be statuized out there. What are they doing?
Statuized.
So what's the big storyline heading into this game?
It's a trap.
Don't
game.
fall for
game.
a trap.
Trap game.
This is what I said yesterday. I'll say it again today, and I'll say it again on Sunday night.
Let's see if he gets the acronym that he created right.
I'm not going to. I might change it to just handle your business. This is just handle your blanket business.
Grow up.
Grow up and be a pro.
Be a pro.
Yeah, for all of this, we're a young team. This team is good enough to go win a world championship. Be a pro and go beat a mediocre, not bad. Just go beat a mediocre. If this was in Carolina, I'd be more concerned. Because I don't think Green Bay has showcased itself outside of the Pittsburgh second half of being a mature enough team to handle the road in a big way. I think they can get there, and they're going to have to get there to get that 1 seed. This game is at home. It's a middling operation. Just go be a pro and win the blanking game. That's all I'm looking for.
Couple things. The Carolina Panthers have not had a winning season since 2017. In 2015, when Cam Newton won the MVP award, they lost Super Bowl 50 to the Broncos, in which Brandon McManus was the Broncos kicker. They're nondescript. I'm okay with that.
What?
They're nondescript. Your description. I agree with you on that. I would say not to use the same acronym that do I know my guy or what? Not being able to recall his yesterday's acronym.
GUABAP.
A lot of landman in between those two.
I would use a similar concept and say if you are the team you think you are, you take care of business against these guys.
But even with that said, it's November 2. If it doesn't, I'm still not going to hit Panic City mode.
No, I'm not saying you should, but you can go to 6-1-1 here. You don't want to be stubbing your toe against a mediocre
but I'm not
team
going to be
like
mad
this.
if they win 21-17.
I agree.
And
As long as they win.
Just find a way to win this game. Be a pro. Figure it out. And don't let Bryce Young, if he's, I think he's going to be the guy. I prefer him over Andy Dalton. I think Dalton might Flacco things, even though Flacco didn't really do a lot against this defense. I think it's going to be a long, hard trip for Bryce this weekend.
So do you think it's going to be a sludge
You
match?
start thinking, no, I don't. You start thinking like Micah Parsons going full tilt. And no offense to Bryce Young. That's like...
but he stinks.
No, I mean, he doesn't stink. But, I mean, he's small, man. He's small. Micah Parsons full speed? My ribs hurt thinking about that, and I got a lot of protection.
Oh, that's a good self-deprecating joke.
Nice.
Next.
Besides Jordan Love or the aforementioned Micah Parsons, which Packers player will most impact the amount of success Green Bay has on Sunday? Tausch?
I mean, Nate Hobbs. Let's say Nate. No, this needs to be a defensive, suffocating game, and you took Micah Parsons out of it. So, Edger and Cooper. I don't know Workway if he's going to be able to play. This is a workmanlike, don't let them get their run game going. Make sure you stop. Is it Dowdle?
Dowdle, yes.
Dowdle, their tailback. Don't let him.
Play for
He's going to say,
Dallas.
buckle up. Oh, let's say, hey, bub, we're going to eject your butt. You're out of here. We're going to limit what he can do. If you shut down their run game, and if you get to go hunt, oh, boy. I'm legitimately, like, nervous for old boy. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I'll go on the other side of the ball then and say Matthew Golden. Want to make sure that he gets the ball because we may or may not be wondering about his happiness again.
Grow up and be a pro.
Go
Matthew Golden.
Go
if
bop.
that is the case, and I know everybody does Instagram and all this other stuff.
We don't know that. I just think it's important.
I know, but that's why you brought it up.
That is why I brought it up.
So
Yep.
that's why I commented on it. I'm not Jeff Hafley in this and just bringing something out of thin air.
I was not saying that you were doing it. I wanted to make sure that I clarify that we don't know for our listeners that he's actually disgruntled.
Do you think he is?
I think he would like to get the football more.
So is he disgruntled? That's not what I asked.
I think he's
you.
frustrated.
But he's not
Words
disgruntled.
matter. But was he benched?
He is not disgruntled. He's frustrated.
I think there are varying degrees of frustration, and it elevates from frustrated to disgruntled if you don't get the ball for another couple weeks. Yep. It's like a spectrum. I'm so glad you came in today. What's next?
Should have taken today off, old T.
I got Balaga on line 2.
The Packers go bop and beat the Carolina Panthers this weekend if blank.
I think as long as their special teams doesn't make the mistakes that we saw early in the season, I think the only avenue for this team is if Green Bay's run defense does what it has done pretty doggone good all season and the special teams don't urinate down its leg, this is going to be a win for the G&G. I don't think Carolina's defense is average. I think I looked at it. I think it was 20th or 21st. So they're not great. They're not El Stinko. So offensively, I would expect us to get into that mid-20s, low 30s. I just don't see a path. If they can't run the football, I don't see a path that they could possibly score that many points. I just don't.
I want to see the Packers get their run game going. I'm curious to see if they're able to do that successfully in this game, so that's what I will choose. We talked so long, we ran out of music?
Well, we spent a lot of time talking about the Houston Texans of the NFC and
the Carolina.
Just imagine, dude, imagine us three, and they say, you're doing a radio show swap for the week. Mm-hmm. You got to go down and talk about the Carolina Panthers for a week. I'd have to watch Landman. Like, I don't know what what do you think they do?
Your obsession with Landman has me concerned. How many episodes are available? And, is it only one season? What are you going to do when you get to the end of this?
I think it's only one season.
I'm not going to watch it again until I get on another plane, so it's a couple weeks before I watch it.
So you don't like it enough to, fire it up on your television?
It's on Paramount Plus.
I have systems that I set. This is my airplane show. This is if I go get a soak. This is if I'm sauning. This is how I do things. I have.
What shows do you watch when you soak?
I don't know. What time is Jesse picking me
I'd
up?
like to unsubscribe from this group text.
Exactly where I was going.
That's what I was aiming for. All right, we need to get to trivia. Jesse, what's today's category? What caller would you like?
Great moments in Packers Panthers history. It's not a long history.
No, there's some stuff.
Some great moments for a nondescript franchise.
I'd say so. Caller 13, because the Packers opened as a 12.5-point favorite and are currently a 13.5-point favorite. So the average between those two is 13.
Caller 13 right now, 844-770-3776, 844-770-3776. Caller 13 plays trivia after Tausch tells us about his love of Coors Light and Landman.
Love it all. Coors Light, brewed with that 3-step cold process, cold lager, cold filtered, and cold package, so it's made to chill. Get done with a round at the Pacific Dunes. It's a nice warm day out in in Oregon. You grab yourself a Coors Light. You sit out. You look over the beautiful landscape, and you make sure those mountains are blue. That's when you know it is chilled to perfection. Celebrate responsibly, Coors Brewing Company, a Golden, Colorado.
Trivia's next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Mark Tauscher here for the great team at Everlight Solar. Whether you're saving up to buy a jersey for your new favorite player, tickets, or simply need some extra spending money for you and your family, it's always great to learn new ways to save some extra cash. Well, I've been telling you for a while now about how you can save money and help save the planet by making the switch to Everlight Solar. When my family first thought about making the energy switch to solar, we weren't exactly sure where to go. That's when we got in touch with the team at Everlight Solar, and through every step of the process, they were great as we made the switch to solar. If you're interested in making the switch, let them do the same for you. Check out everlightsolar.com to find out more and schedule a free consultation. That's everlightsolar.com. Save money and help save the planet. When you're ready to make the switch, take my word for it. Count on the team at Everlight Solar.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by your Badgerland Chevy dealers, proud supporters of Badger Athletics. Go to BadgerlandChevy.com. Howl at the Moon, a late one for Wisconsin volleyball. Undefeated Nebraska rolling into Madison on Halloween night. Head coach Kelly Sheffield on why fans can expect more treats than tricks for this upcoming match.
This has been a great battle over the years between these two programs. You've had some 5-setters on both sides. You've had some 3-0 sweeps, but every single time you've had elite play that has been pretty inspiring. Expect nothing less of what we're going to see here in the Field House this week.
Get ready for a thriller. First serve scheduled for 8 p.m. Pre-match beginning at 7:30 on 100.5 ESPN.
Get a whole house of new Pella windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow. Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Visit PellaWI.com today.
We love the Packers. We bleed green and gold. And every time our team takes the field, well, it's pure football bliss. If only there was a way to experience that blissful winning feeling every day. At Associated Bank, we've got you with 10% off Lambeau concessions and 15% off Pro Shop merch. All when you get Packers checking from Associated Bank. It's how Packers fans keep winning on game day and every day. Associated Bank, Bank of the Packers. Learn more at associatedbank.com/Packers. Member FDIC.
All day, every day. The Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Stop in for an express oil change at Fish Hatchery Road on Saturdays. No appointment necessary. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Mark Tusher here for Chalmers Jewelers. I've been a big fan of Scott, Garrett, and the whole team at Chalmers Jewelers for years now. I go there, my friends go there, and most importantly, my wife loves it whenever I get her something from Chalmers Jewelers. It's my go-to spot for birthdays, anniversaries, and any special occasion. For quality jewelry and a great experience, choose Chalmers Jewelers, the place to go for that perfect gift. Stop at Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton and Madison.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
And Madison.
The Don has spoken.
You just can't sit back and say, we need this, we need that. Get out in the States. Let the people meet you and sell the program. Know who you are.
Listen to The Barry Alvarez Show, Mondays at 6 on 100.5 ESPN.
So does Jesse, when you're in here, does Jesse come in here during all the breaks and come talk to you in person? Like
hardly ever.
That's not true.
We've had 3 breaks. He's been in here twice.
He usually, I don't know what he does. And then when, obviously, I'm on an undisclosed location and I want to talk, I'll be talking to myself, so I just stopped even broaching it.
Well, that's the spirit.
Yep.
All right, time for trivia.
I don't know what he's doing in there. What is Jesse doing in there?
How's that going in there, Jesse?
I gotta put something back here.
Wilde and Tausch Trivia is presented by Cousin Subs. Cousin Subs' $10 meal deal gives you a 7.5-inch sub, bag of chips or regular fries, fountain drink, and a cookie. All for just $10. This deal is only available online or through the Cousin
app.
You still haven't fixed that.
I thought it was fixed now. The whole reason it wasn't here is because I thought we just fixed it. I don't know what the deal is.
Maybe you should spend a little more time in there, a little bit less time in by us. Let's welcome in our contestants. It is Ethan in Baraboo. Ethan, good morning. How are you today?
Go Boo at Baraboo.
Nice.
Good morning, boys. How's it going?
We're great. Great to have you. I was just flipping through channels, and there's a Travel Wisconsin show.
Yeah.
And they were in Baraboo. Talking about all the great things in Baraboo.
A lot of good
Looks
stuff
like a
in
fun
Baraboo.
town.
Yep.
I haven't been there in a while. Covering
plenty of cool things to do in Baraboo.
Covered
Devil's Lake, Pee-wee's Nets.
I covered the Thunderbirds, right? Are they the Thunderbirds?
I don't know. He wanted to keep telling you what some cool stuff is in Baraboo.
I'm a proud Thunderbird for sure.
I know, but he was still talking, and you interrupted him. A lot of great stuff to do at Baraboo, and he starts talking. Jason's like, I think I played a Little League game there one time.
Good high school bowling squad in Baraboo.
Yeah, Tommy Bartlett, blah, blah, blah.
Thunderbird Lanes.
I was done.
Oh,
Thank you, Ethan.
Man, everybody just is so acquiesceable to Jason.
And by the way, he is a Thunderbird. And maybe I covered
What
it.
is a Thunderbird again?
It's the team nickname for the Baraboo High School.
Is that right?
Mythical Falcon.
Oh,
a mythical falcon.
All right, Thunderbird.
All right, Ethan, I'm pulling for you here. According to my sheet, it says Tausch is asking 2 of the 3 questions.
All right,
is that
when
true?
the Packers and Panthers last met on Christmas Eve, I remember that well, which Packers kicker delivered a game-winning kick in the final seconds to secure that 33-30 victory over Carolina in Charlotte? Is it Anders Carlson, Mason Crosby, or Sam Ficken? I thought Sam Ficken beat out Mason Crosby.
I'm really hoping it's Mason Crosby.
Whoa, Nelly!
Oh, man.
Anders.
2023.
Anders.
Anders
Who
Carlson.
remembers that?
Nobody.
Yeah, it's a tough one out of the chute.
It was Christmas Eve.
2023. With me and my kerchief and mod or cap or
Mason
whatever
Crosby
that is.
was not on the team in 2023 yet.
Neither was Sam Ficken.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's bounce back here.
Remember when
Question
Jesse
2.
thought Sam Ficken was going to beat out Mason?
I do remember that, yeah. He was wrong.
That was incorrect.
Question 2. The first ever meeting between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers was in the playoffs of the 1996 season. In which round of the playoffs did the Packers and Panthers play at Lambeau Field? Was it the wild card round, the divisional round or the NFC championship game?
No, I know this one. This is the championship game. It's got to be.
Ethan, you sound like
it was really cold that day.
You sound like kind of a younger fella. How old are you?
I'm 34.
So you'd have been like 5 or 6 years old for that game.
I remember that game though. I do.
Awesome.
Same as me, and I remember it from when I was 5 or 6 years old. I don't remember, like, obviously all the details, but I remember, like, watching it at my grandma's house.
I remember it, too, as my first season covering the team. Tausch, question 3.
Unsubscribe. All right. Each of the last 2 games played at Lambeau Field between the Packers and Panthers ended with the exact same score.
Really? Was it a score-a-gami the first time?
Wow. What this is what you're asking?
There haven't been that
Ethan,
many
I
interesting
apologize.
games.
What was the score of these last 2 meetings in Green Bay? What the blank?
That is patently unfair
this
question.
Sucks. This question,
back-to-back
if you
years.
get this right, he should get 2 entries.
They were both good games.
I'm pretty sure.
You
I'm pretty
got
sure
it?
was like 24-21 or something like that.
Okay, that's not
It was
one
a
of
low
the choices.
20s
Okay,
game.
hold up. That's not one of the choices. So
Let us
we're not
help
going to
you.
put you there. Packers
Okay.
31, Panthers 17. Packers 24, Panthers 16. Packers 23, Panthers 10.
Can you go through those again, please?
I sure can, and I would
Unsubscribe.
I would absolutely love to. The Packers 31, the Panthers 17, Packers 24, Panthers 16, Packers 23, Panthers 10.
I'm going to go with B.
Nailed it.
Give him 2 entries.
Yeah, that was well done.
What a fabulous Thunderbird. Well done. Unfortunately, Mason Crosby was way wrong. I guess you could have said Sam Ficken, and you've really been wrong. But nevertheless, you did the rare, which is becoming more popular lately, it seems.
Is it because you think Jesse's getting tougher with that first question?
It would have seemed to be the case.
Or do you think the first question is like a
Anders Carlson's pick?
Yeah. Or is the first question becoming a trap question?
Ooh, well played.
Maybe that's what happened this week. Trap question.
Ethan, you got 2 out of 3. That means you got 3 of the possible 4 entries in our drawing, which will be happening later today if Jesse remembers the cheese fry helmet. Thanks for playing, buddy. Go Thunderbirds.
Thanks, Jason. Love you guys. Have a good weekend.
Gotta love it.
All right, love you guys.
That brings our 9 o'clock hour to its conclusion. Thanks to Cousin Subs for their great support of Wilde and Tausch Trivia. The 10 o'clock hour starts in 2 minutes, so stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Mark Toscher here for Pizza Hut, and let me tell you, Pizza Hut delivers a win every time with the Big Dinner Box. For just $19.99, get 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas, 8 boneless wings, and 5 breadsticks. Feed your whole team for one unbeatable price. Choose your crust, hand-tossed, pan, thin and crispy, or even tavern style. Order now for delivery or carry out at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. The Big Dinner Box for just $19.99, only at Pizza Hut. And remember, no one outpizzas the Hut.
This is Wisconsin Volleyball National Champion Devin Robinson. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson, Sports Center, brought to you by Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison for generations. Check them out, 220 State Street and online at goodmansjewelers.com. Trap game, Green Bay Packers, Carolina Panthers, Sunday at noon at Lambeau Field. Sandwich between the revenge game with Aaron Rodgers last week and the big showdown with the Philadelphia Eagles on Monday Night Football next week. The Packers 13.5-point favorites, according to ESPN Bet, for Sunday afternoon's contest against the 4-4 Carolina Panthers. Kickoff is set for noon. Green Bay game day gets you started for the game from 9 to noon up in Green Bay in the shadows of Lambeau Field here on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel on Sunday. ESPN Packers reporter Rob Demovsky scheduled to be here about 10 minutes from right now on Wilde and Tausch here on 100.5 ESPN. High school football tonight, level 2 of the playoffs. Zimbrick Honda's Prep Mania Number 3 seed Germantown. Number 2 seed Monona Grove square off in level 2 action. Coverage starts at 6:30, kickoff at 7, streaming exclusively on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Badger volleyball on the radio, 11th ranked Wisconsin and number 1 Nebraska.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Of Wilde and Tausch begins now. And it begins with the always popular, except for when the slate sucks and there's no games we're interested in, time for the weekend preview.
There are some compelling games this weekend, and we're going to open it up beyond the world of football. Ooh. The Packers playing in
so there must not be that many compelling football games.
I got to admit, so we were debating this the other day. Hunter Vaughn thinks it's a very compelling college football weekend.
Well, get him in here.
I think it's a pretty lackluster college football weekend.
You know, there's a lot of people that clamor in the YouTube comments for him to produce the show instead of you.
I've seen that. Ohio State, Penn State should have been a great game. And instead,
has Penn State won a conference game yet?
No, they haven't. No, they have not. It's pretty embarrassing for them. So anyway, here are the 5 games to choose from this weekend.
What do you think
fellas?
about for the Big Ten to do, instead of a conference championship game, the last weekend, you have your rivalry weekend, and then the last weekend of the year, you do 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, and then if it's 17 versus 18, 15 versus 16, you have all the teams battle each other at the end. And you set that up for the 1 seed's going to get in, but if the 8 seed beats the 1, they're in. 7 seed beats the 2, they're in. And then all of a sudden it gets the 3 versus 6. Maybe the 3 seed loses out, the 6 seed beats them. They all host. So these games are at home. 17 hosts 18. You get what I'm saying?
No.
So yes.
You don't
I want to get it. It sounds like a round robin in like a bowling league.
It's not a round robin. It's a tournament. It's the Big Ten tournament, but it's a 1 game instead of a 3-4 day deal.
But what do you win? I don't
So
understand.
if you're a 6 seed and you're playing the 3, so if it's Illinois and they have to go to Iowa, if they beat Iowa, you're going to get 4 teams. Big Ten's going to get 4 teams in. The 1 seed is going to get in even if they lose to the 8. But if the 8 wins, they might get in. All of a sudden, it builds their case, and that's how you play it. Instead of a 1 versus 2 at the end where the 1 doesn't really even care if they win. It's in Indy. Play them at home. Have a super tournament weekend at the end. You spread it out over Thursday to Monday and just hammer the TV with it over Thanksgiving. People will be all dialed into it. It'll be fun. You get that Friday. You love that Friday Amazon package deal. Get Amazon to sponsor Friday. You get Paramount to sponsor Saturday. NBC does Sunday. And Monday is the championship 1 versus 8. But just think about it. This year, let's say Wisconsin struggles the rest of the way and Penn State hasn't won. How sexy of a matchup is a 17 versus an 18?
Okay,
Nothing
but every
sexier
other
than
year
two
it's
winless
Maryland
teams.
and Rutgers.
Yeah, but then don't watch it. Some people won't be interested. Some will.
So this is a variation on a previous idea that you floated.
Like what?
But you've added now the, some might say, bottom dwellers.
So I'm going to tell you what is going to happen in the next few years. Is this theory is going to happen 1 through... I think it's going to be 1 through 6. You're going to have the 1-2. You're going to have the 3-6 and the 4-5 play each other. Whoever wins goes on. That's what's going to happen. So why not add it the whole way, sell the whole dang thing to all these different streamings, bring that cash in, get us a little bit, and then we can all start spending some NIL and make this thing great. How about we do that? We on board? You're telling me you won't be intrigued by if you have a tough year like Wisconsin is so far. No, you can turn it around, go 4-0, and just be awesome.
Yep.
Those things are possible.
Sure, that's what's going to happen.
But if you don't, like instead of it being, you get a chance to salvage. You can go win that 17-18, and you find out, are you better than the worst? That could be fun.
Before I was interrupted, I was going to say I really like this idea. I think it's really smart. 8
should not be in the championship.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I just changed it to 1.
Yeah,
what
better.
they said is
That's
1,
better.
2 versus 3, 6, and 4 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, then 8 and everything else is just whatever.
Yeah.
There's a lot of middling games. You sell that to Paramount.
It's a round
Peacock.
robin kind of thing. Yeah.
Love this idea. Would you like to get to the rest of the games that you have on your weekend
Oh,
preview
sure.
list?
Yeah, that is the segment we're doing. Yeah. Tonight, 8 o'clock at the Fieldhouse. You can listen to it on 620 WTMJ, 100.5 ESPN Madison, and 1430
This is a big girl matchup now.
ESPN Beaver Dam.
This is a big girl matchup.
Number 1, Nebraska.
By the way, we
and
should play Nebraska twice a year.
Number 11, Wisconsin volleyball.
We should have to go out to Lincoln, too. I want both. I want it all.
Usually they play twice. This year it's only once.
They should always play twice.
Game of the year for Wisconsin volleyball tonight.
You got 2
8
elite
o'clock.
programs. We should be playing each other twice.
You can watch it on the Big Ten Network. I highly recommend what Jason does for the football games.
I did this last week for the Washington match, and I sent a text while I was watching it, and John Arias is unbelievably good.
He's very good.
I still don't know how a D is out of how he spells his name. It's Arias, right?
Arias.
Yeah. No, you said Arias.
John Arias.
It's got kind of the rolling
Yeah,
R
but no,
in
it
there.
sounds D-ish.
Arias. Arias.
That's not how it sounds, but okay.
He does a phenomenal job because if you watch it synced up like I do with Tausch and Matt LePay on the Varsity app, and you can do it with our
ESPN
feed
Wisconsin
on the ESPN
app.
Wisconsin
Or
app with
announcer
TV.
cam on the ESPN Madison YouTube
Yeah, I
channel.
saw that's
So
a
if
new
he's
deal.
doing announcer camp, could he go and get M&Ms and start eating M&Ms? Like
Yeah.
if he's partnered by M&Ms?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, that's a genius idea.
Mm-hmm. So that's tonight at 8 o'clock.
Anyway, he does a phenomenal
He
job.
does do a
If I-
great job. I highly recommend the sync up with the TV broadcast idea. It works great. Dodgers Blue Jays World Series Game 6 tonight at 7 o'clock. And
anybody else, once the Brewers got beat, lose interest?
I got it again. Yes, and then I regained interest with the 18-inning game on Monday night.
Too long.
Game 6 tonight, and if needed, 7 tomorrow. So it's a Game 6-7 weekend here for
let's
baseball.
go.
Dodgers Blue Jays tonight at 7 o'clock.
I was told on my drive here to Madison that, quote, parents are ruining 6-7.
That's why we're doing it.
And that's what I said. Good, that's the goal.
Did you say good like Jocko?
No, but I should have.
USC Nebraska, Big Ten Saturday night, 6:30 on NBC. That's your college football game I'm throwing at you on Saturday. Indiana, Maryland, 2:30 on CBS.
Okay.
I don't think it's a great slate. Chiefs, Bills, 3:25 Sunday
It's a
afternoon.
must-win for Buffalo. Buffalo doesn't win that. The Chiefs are going to I think they're going to stampede their way through anyways. But Buffalo doesn't win this. They don't have any chance to have home field. I don't even know if they're going to win their division. They need this game. And I want to see Buffalo in the mix. So I want to see Buffalo win that.
And Sunday Night Football, Seahawks, Commanders.
They ain't getting their money's worth on that one. That's the best they can do on Sunday Night Football?
Well, yeah, I'm guessing that they would have loved to have had Chiefs
Well,
Bills.
they're not
but
going to. I
CBS
understand that,
didn't
but there's
let
got to
that
be another sprinkler out there that's better.
Your NFL slate as you look for a good sprinkler.
Commanders don't even have Daniels. They ain't even playing.
No, Daniels is back.
You're sure he's back playing?
Yeah, I just saw it on Get Up because you don't have Good Morning America on in here. Your choices, alternatively, Bears, Bengals.
Woof.
Vikings, Lions.
Yeah? I'm intrigued by that.
That should have been the Sunday night
Why
game.
is that not on Sunday night?
Not only
J.J.
that, it's
McCarthy's back. It's Minnesota's last grasp.
I don't think
Minnesota gets beaten down this weekend. It's deuces.
They
B.
did pick the game like in.
That's been
It's
flexible.
not-
I think
it's
they
not-
can flex.
We're not in the flex
No,
window
they should.
yet.
Why not?
I don't know.
Just
but
start
they're
letting
not.
it flex
I don't think.
early. We don't need. Come on.
The other choice is Broncos, Texans, Falcons, Patriots, Giants, 49ers, Saints, Rams, Chargers, Titans, Colts, Steelers, which is
that's actually decent.
That's a noon game. Why is that not?
Colts, Steelers should be prime time.
They should start. I agree with Tausch. They should flex in earlier.
Yes. All right. Good story.
That's your weekend preview. I don't know what we actually accomplished.
I think we accomplished there's not a ton of great games. The Chiefs-Bills is the big kahuna for the weekend.
Wisconsin volleyball tonight.
Yes, I think that will be. What would you say is the? I'm not going to ask for gambling because obviously it's collegiate, and I don't.
Yeah.
Who's favored tonight?
I don't think they.
Who is expected to win?
Nebraska is undefeated and the number one team in the country.
They've never lost this whole season?
Correct. They are one of two undefeated teams.
It's going to be spooky tonight. So, is everybody going to go in costume?
Fans going to the volleyball match tonight are encouraged to be in costume. They are also encouraged, you are supposed to have it be appropriate and appropriately sized
what does
so
that
you
mean?
can fit in your seat. That's my question. Because
I was just having this discussion with one of our teammates, which I don't know if he wants his daughter's business out on the street, but he's got a college-age daughter who asked how she could make her costumes more slutty looking.
Whoa!
What?
Whoa!
Yes.
Whoa, Nelly!
Just saying. Again, sexy, whatever word you want to choose.
Hey!
I don't think that word is illegal.
I don't think we should.
It's inappropriate.
What
I understand.
Heck are we doing
I know,
here?
so that's why I didn't say who it was. But
I can deductively reason I know who it is.
We don't have that many older people working here.
All I know is that I think that's what they're referring to in the guidelines for the game is don't wear anything that's overly sexy would be part of it. Would you not agree?
Unsubscribe.
You asked.
I did not ask. I didn't ask anything about.
What does that mean?
I've never uttered the S word on air.
I can tell you this. We went to the hockey game last night. Men's hockey. Nice win, by the way.
Way too early in the season for that match.
5-0-2 through 7 this year for Wisconsin.
Hastings is getting it done.
Yeah, 14th night. Watch out for men's hockey. There were several costumes out and about on our walk back from the Kohl Center to the parking structure that
How would you describe them?
I would say they would not be appropriate for the volleyball match tonight based on the guidelines set by the press release that's gone out.
How would you describe these costumes? Like what were they?
Open air.
Okay. I would describe UW Credit Union as the credit union that you should be a member of.
Okay. For every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here forever. You're probably serving Wisconsin for over 90 years. They're going to help you reach your financial goals, and they're going to do it in a real, very nice way. You know, all that other stuff. You ask you, why did you join UW Credit Union? Well, they dress appropriately. They keep your banking local. Their member-first service is absolutely great. They have great perks like early payday. They support the community. They support their teams. That's the big reason as well. And if you love Wisconsin like I do, you just can't pay with anything else. Fandom makes you do crazy things, but boy, this makes sense. Become a UW Credit Union member today. Get your Bucky card like I did. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions to apply.
Rob Demovsky of ESPN.com joins us next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Trick or treat. Mark Toscher here for Grassland Dairy. And I've been thinking that this year, when young trick-or-treaters decked out in their great costumes come ring our doorbell, instead of handing out candy, I'll offer some individual packets of the pure and delicious taste of Grassland butter. Why wouldn't any little ghost, princess, or zombie want to bring home the highest quality butter that's been produced from farm to table since 1904? Something so good, lasting more than 5 generations, would have to be the best option in the Halloween bucket, right? Plus, Grassland butter is more versatile than chocolate or fruity candy. It's great for breakfast in the morning or with dinner rolls and sandwiches in the evening. Even spooky, scary skeletons know to butter better with better butter. There's truly no better product and no better taste than the pure and delicious taste of Grassland butter. Grassland Dairy, crafting butter for 5 generations.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts, we don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
At Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, you won't have to worry about your old lawnmower pulling a hamstring. They make buying and selling easy. Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is simple, reliable, and unlike your fantasy team this football season, they'll actually deliver. Have equipment taking up space? Let them be your surplus solution. You send it in, they list it, people bid, and you actually win. Bid, buy, sell, and score big today at WisconsinSurplus.com. Because winning isn't just for game day. WisconsinSurplus.com.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 10/31/2025.
At Hard Rock Casino Rockford, the unforgettable experience goes far beyond the casino floor with the luxury of their dining and entertainment. Savor prime cuts and fresh seafood at Council Oaks Steak and Seafood, or explore 7 unique dining venues that deliver flavors from around the world. Then let the night ignite at Hard Rock Live, where the world's greatest acts take the stage. Hard Rock Casino Rockford, let's hard rock. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
Audi Madison is where performance meets precision. Take advantage of the 3.99% APR for 72 months, plus $6,000 customer bonus when you purchase a 2025 Audi A6 sedan 5.5 TFSI Quattro. No down payment to qualified credit, must finance through Wells Fargo. Customer bonus is only available until November 3rd. Stop in and test drive today. Check out AudiMadison.com to see current inventory and specials. Start your adventure at Audi Madison today, off the Beltline and Rimrock Road.
Mark Tusher here for Chalmers Jewelers. I've been a big fan of Scott Garrett and the whole team at Chalmers Jewelers for years now. I go there, my friends go there, and most importantly, my wife loves it whenever I get her something from Chalmers Jewelers. It's my go-to spot for birthdays, anniversaries, and any special occasion. For quality jewelry and a great experience, choose Chalmers Jewelers, the place to go for that perfect gift. Stop at Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton and Madison.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Joining us now, I believe from his Lambeau Field office, as he gets ready to talk to Matt LaFleur about how Nate Hobbs wasn't benched, according to the defensive coordinator. Not sure what you call what happened to him. Not sure what happened to Quay Walker either. Maybe Rob can shed some light on that. It's Rob Demovsky from ESPN.com. Rob, good morning. How are you?
How are you? Good, thanks. How are you guys?
We are fabulous. What did you think when Jeff Hafley said that Nate Hobbs isn't benched?
I thought, I'm not bald, I'm just follically challenged.
Oh, that's fun.
I like that. Well done.
I don't know what you want to call it, but I don't know. I mean, he's not in the starting lineup anymore, and he played 4 snaps, so you can call it what you want, I guess. But it was a demotion, a change, a starting lineup change, a personnel change, whatever. It was a benching.
So, Rob, with that said, and you heard what he said afterwards, and I didn't have a problem. I mean, obviously that was at best misleading, but he's trying to keep him engaged. He understands he'll read that, so I don't have a problem at all with him doing it. But the real question is, do they trust him, or do you think Goody has to go do something before Tuesday with the defensive backs?
I think they should do something, whether they trust him or not. Even with him, Tausch, I thought it was a question mark in terms of that. That's the one position that that scares you a little bit. I wonder this. I just maybe he's just a better slot corner, and that's where he should play. And they tried to play him outside, and he's just not, just not as good at that. But the problem is you don't have a need for a slot corner because Javon Bullard is right now. So maybe they gambled a little bit, thinking that Keyshawn Nixon turned out to be decent, moving him from the slot to outside. Maybe the same will be true for Nate Hobbs, but no two player is ever the same. But obviously, you're right about keeping him engaged because there's going to be an injury at some point that gets him back on the field. That's just how it works. And like a lot of times, a guy will lose his job, and then 2 weeks later, somebody gets hurt and he's back in the lineup and he plays fine. So, we'll see. They don't play a lot of dime, but that seemed to be his role on Sunday. They hardly, in fact, Hafley hardly ever plays dime. But they did. That was his first time he was on the field. Sunday against the Steelers was in a dime package. So right now that's probably just his role. And I mean, look, Jason can tell you, we saw Carrington Valentine make plays on the ball in training camp day after day after day. And I realize, training camp doesn't always translate to the season, but I was sort of thinking as this, Nate Hobbs struggles had gone on the last couple of weeks, why aren't they giving Valentine a shot? And obviously they finally did.
So what happened with when Valentine wasn't playing hardly at all? Was it just they felt like they had to because Hobbs' contract, or
I'm sure.
What went from he had a great camp to what he was doing to not playing to playing every rep but 4 last week?
Yeah, I'm sure that they, part of it was, look, we signed this guy to a big contract, $16 million signing bonus, 4 for 48. I'm sure that plays a part in it. I mean, you can say, all they want that, we play the best guys. Doesn't matter if you're a first round pick or an undrafted free agent, but that's true. But the first round pick, or in this case, the high price guy is going to get the first shot, right? I mean, that's just the way it goes. I do wonder, what the personnel department thinks of the change. I don't know if this is, it's such a weird operation here now where Goody and LaFleur are on the same level. Does LaFleur even have to go to Goody and tell him, hey, we're benching the guy you signed, or does he just do it? That has never been clear to me.
Yeah, and in fairness, Carrington Valentine has started.
I think Mark Murphy still gets to make that call. Don't they have to call Mark Murphy?
He's helping with the game plan, too.
We got to get the Chippewa Falls.
But Carrington Valentine started 19 games in his first 2 years. It's not like he's just some random guy that they've plugged in there. He has a track record, and to Rob's point, he had a strong camp. So I'm curious to see how they move forward there and if they do add. My next question, though, is you saw Quay Walker yesterday at practice. He did not participate. Usually what happens is a guy leaves a practice, he ends up being added to the injury report as limited, and then we find out something happened during the practice. That's not the case with him. Maybe something happened on Wednesday. What's your understanding of where he's at?
No, it's interesting, Jason, because he was in pads and went through stretch. We checked him off. We go outside for the drills that start after stretch, and he was standing on the sideline talking to, I believe it was one of the medical people. I can't remember if it was Nate Weir or one of the training staff people, athletic training staff, they like to be called. Sorry.
They do.
One of the athletic training staff, he was talking to this person on the sideline, and I heard him say something about his calf. He was intending to practice yesterday. He was suited up in full pads, went through stretch, and then that was it. So it was bizarre. We all tweeted when we walked out of practice that, hey, something may be up with Quay Walker. Let's see what happens on the injury report. And sure enough, there he was. So obviously a huge concern, right? I mean, he's been playing well, playing really well, probably his best football of his career so far. And you lose that guy. He's the green dot helmet guy, making the calls, right? So, I mean, it's a big concern on a Thursday afternoon when you lose, the quarterback of your defense.
And on top of that, he's one of the reasons why they don't play much dime, right? Because they want him and Edgerrin Cooper on the field together.
On the field
they don't
together,
want to take him out. So it'll be interesting to see. Hey, look, we've spent a fair amount of time being told this is not a trap game or we're not going to let it be a trap game. And Tausch doesn't like that term either, and I get it.
I hate it.
But yeah, I agree. But whatever you want to call it, making sure that you're up for this game and you take care of business against a 500 team in between playing your former quarterback and playing the defending champs on Monday Night Football, whatever you want to call it, if you're the team you think you are, you take care of business in this game. Do you not? Is that how you view it?
No doubt. Yeah, I agree with that. And, I mean, I don't think they lost to Cleveland because they were, not up for the game. I think they just didn't play well. But you got to play well. And, people probably, look at Carolina and think, they haven't been good for a while. They are 4-4. I mean, that's
right.
They're in it. Like Carolina's coming in here, I guarantee you, thinking, man, if we steal one at Green Bay, 5-4, and we got a chance. I think that they have more. They have a lot to gain by this game. More than the Packers have to lose by losing it. So I would be leery of them. And I know what we discuss in the media has no bearing on the game, but we really haven't asked players much about the Panthers this week. I mean, few Bryce Young questions here, Rico Dowdle. But it's just like, players can't look at it that way. I can. I'm starting to work on my Philly stories next week. I have that luxury. They don't.
You're looking ahead.
Well, what's your Philly stories? What are you thinking? I'm just kidding, Rob. Is Carolina the most nondescript NFC team?
Oh, my God.
No, I'm being serious.
I was thinking about this because I was having a conversation with a friend of mine about, which sports teams could go away and no one would notice. We were talking about the NBA and, the Washington Wizards are the NBA team that, could go away and, no one would notice. I wonder if
was this Madsen and Hogue?
No, it was actually Archer. I can tell you why later when you're back up here at the facility.
Sacramento Kings.
But Rob, which of the 32 teams would be the worst to write for? From a boring. I couldn't. You have to just constantly scrap to write anything. Nobody would ever call you to put you on TV. Which of the 32 would be? From your end.
Arizona Cardinals.
There you go.
There's even more interest. There's more interest in from our standpoint, Jacksonville, Tennessee, Houston. No one cares about the Arizona Cardinals.
Dang, that's very blunt. I love a good blunt answer.
We have a good friend who works for the Cardinals. I'm going to clip that and send that to him.
When's the last time the Arizona Cardinals have had a reporter, a SportsCenter person on SportsCenter or NFL Live? I can't think of it.
Probably Larry Fitzgerald's deal
when they had Kurt Warner,
the Jeff Janis
Weren't
game?
they a 4 seed then? I don't even know if they did then.
When the great Pedro Gomez was still with us, R.I.P.
So, Rob, we did our green and gold preview, and we ended up talking about something similar to this. This is, and it's not a trap game, but there just doesn't seem to be a ton of juice. Everybody's fired up. Obviously, for Philly coming up. We know that this is an important game because they're all important, but what are you intrigued by with this game before you start finishing all of your Philly stories on Saturday?
I'm intrigued by the run that Jordan Love is on and potentially could be going on. Can he throw up, another, multi-touchdown game with no interceptions and completing 70% of his passes? And if that's the case, Tausch, I think we'd have to look at it as he's on one of the better stretches of his, 3-year run here. Obviously, the stretch at the end of his first season as a starter was outstanding, but if he can go on and continue to sort of go on a run, I just think it makes this team, really, really dangerous. Not that they're not dangerous to begin with, but if the quarterback just gets in one of those grooves, like Aaron used to get into, like Brett used to get into, where it was just game after game, where it was, 280 yards minimum, 2 or 3 touchdowns, no picks. That's the kind of thing I think that this game serves as. It's just a continuation for Jordan Love and the offense and guys like Tucker Kraft to show that, these aren't just one-off games here or there where they're really good, is that they just keep putting games together back to back to back where they're, borderline dominant.
So with the Tucker Kraft, he has emerged obviously as a star. I would say he's the best tight end in football. You can maybe argue a few others, but he is in that conversation. I think he'll be first team All-Pro if this level continues on. I think he's going to be first team All-Pro at tight end. He needs targets, but is there some frustration? And I know Jason didn't want to use the word disgruntled when it comes to Matthew Golden.
Just because I don't know that.
No, I know. And I didn't say good or bad. Do you think who in that group is probably the most frustrated right now that they're not getting the touches that they want?
I mean, besides Jaden Reed, who's hurt, and he's probably
the
pissed
hurt
off
guys are a separate story. Yes.
Hurt. No, I know. I'm just it was my way of getting Jaden Reed in there. He started doing some drills on the running, at least on the side this week, so that's a good sign. I think if you look at this week's opponent, Tausch, and they have a rookie first-round receiver who's playing, getting a lot of opportunities and playing well, right? Tet McMillan, a guy who I was told the Packers were very interested in, and obviously, he went way before them. If you're Matthew Golden and you're looking at that and going, man, why aren't I getting those kind of touches as a rookie? Or, I can understand why that might be the case. Now, totally different team, totally different receiver room. But this is a hard place to come. And maybe this is why Goody just didn't feel like it was ever worth adding a first-round receiver, because it's just so hard for you to get a rookie receiver opportunities here because they have a lot of good ones. Do they have any great ones? And maybe Matthew Golden was drafted to be the next great one, but he's got to get the ball to show that he can be it. So if I were him, I would be a little frustrated. There's no question in my mind that was how I would react. But we all know I'm a little spirited, as I was told the other day.
Who said you were spirited?
Oh, it's a long story.
We got time.
Apparently,
if it's good, we got time.
So, all right, real quick. So apparently, Aaron Popke, Packers, I don't know what his title is. Corporate
Director of Public Affairs.
He handles everything. He's the popster. Yep.
Yeah.
So apparently, he went and spoke at one of the classes at Lawrence University yesterday, where my son Hogan, plays basketball, and one of his teammates was in the class. And so Hogan texted me. He said, "Hey, do you know an Aaron Popke?" And I said, "Yeah." I go, "And maybe you must not remember, but he played in the Alloway Little League. I think he was actually on the team that I coached." And he's like, "I don't remember him." And so then his teammate texted him, and Hogan screenshotted it. He said, "Yeah, Aaron Popke said you played with or against his kids in baseball, and your dad was a very spirited coach with the umpires."
Does he have truth as a defense?
I could say something on here but it'd probably get bleeped out. So
let's go viral. Let's go viral. Jesse hasn't had anything viral in a while.
Just because you don't do something once doesn't mean that's what you do.
You are a devoted sports dad, and you've got two boys playing college basketball. So we know how important that is to you, and it's certainly more important than Aaron Popke's opinion of you. By the way,
wait till I see Popke next.
I look forward to that. All right, last thing for you, so we can let you go to Matt LaFleur. Along the lines of Tausch's question about Golden, I thought, Ryan Wood from the Green Bay Press-Gazette and Matt LaFleur engaged in a back and forth the other day. I actually had Jesse play it on the. I think Matt LaFleur authentically wants to get a bunch of his guys involved in the passing game. And at the same time, he knows that he should get Tucker Kraft the ball more than anybody else because he's the best option they have. Do you think that causes the old ball coach there a little bit of consternation trying to figure out how to balance that? Because I thought his answers were really good and compelling, but I also thought it showed that it's something that weighs on him.
Yeah, I understand your point and I see it, but this goes back to why I don't play fantasy football. Because the coaches don't care who gets the ball. They just want someone to get the ball and someone to score.
Right.
And this is truly, I tell people that ask me fantasy football advice all the time, I say stay away from the Packers because this is truly not an offense where they go in and saying we're going to get the ball to so-and-so this many times. And maybe, this offense was that at times when you had a great player like Devontae Adams or Jordy Nelson or those guys that were, on and on and on. Super, super special. Not saying that these guys here can't become that, but that's just not the way they operate. And I think LaFleur, sure, does he want to make sure everybody's happy? And did the Romeo Dobbs situation last year make it harder for him and at least make him have to be more aware of it? Absolutely. But ultimately, the coaches want to win, and they don't care who scores. I mean, they really and truly don't.
Rob does that, and then he drafts Tucker Kraft, and he laughs because Tucker Kraft is dominating.
I don't play fantasy football.
I know, but if
Tausch.
you did,
As one of my great friends said, none of my fantasies include football.
Well done.
Except maybe one of your colleagues whose name of his fantasy football team I've learned through the transcription pool is also something we're not going to discuss on today's program. Rob, go tell Matt LaFleur what you think of him. We appreciate you.
We'll be seeing you guys.
That is Rob Demovsky of ESPN.com. You can read his work there or on ESPN Wisconsin.
What do you mean, what does he think of him? Is that like a fun little inside joke that you guys have?
Because he's not going to go tell Aaron Popke what he thinks of him. That was the subtext there.
Gotcha.
Although maybe he will. He's not afraid to speak his mind, Rob Demovsky. You're not afraid to talk about how great American Family Insurance
Life is better with a home policy from American Family Insurance. That's because when you feel protected, you're free to go about and enjoy your dreams or your fantasies, whatever it may be, from decorating a new nursery to hosting a family reunion in your new backyard. So insure carefully and dream fearlessly with American Family Insurance.
More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead. Stick around.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
Mark Tauscher here, and it's Halloween. That, a free Saturday, and a home game in Green Bay on Sunday has me feeling really good on this Feel Good Friday on Wilde and Tausch, painted by Home and Lindsay Paints. And I'm not sure which type of candy makes trick-or-treaters feel the best about their baskets, but I can tell you this, my family and I, we're feeling really good when we worked with the pro painters from Home and Lindsay for our home's paint project. The pros did the job so much better than we could and made the whole process so much easier on all of us. All you have to do to get connected, stop into any of Home and Lindsay's Madison area locations, ask, and they'll help get you set up with the pro painters that are perfect for what you need. From green and gold to orange and black and any colors that best fit your home. Remember, Wisconsin's best painters use Wisconsin's best paint, and Wisconsin's best painters are the pro painters at Home and Lindsay Paints. Home and Lindsay, great paint, great people. And stay tuned for Feel Good Friday on Wilde and Tausch, painted by Home and Lindsay Paints.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN.
What was that?
It was just me or, I got such a bargain. Poorly constructed sofa falling apart.
I just bought you.
Yeah, well, I did just turn 3, I'm at 67 in sofa years. I am so ready to retire and move to Miami.
I knew I should have listened to my mother and bought that other sofa from Steinhafels. It was so strong and comfy.
Tired of furniture that doesn't hold up to its end of the bargain? Steinhafels has quality furniture for every style and budget. Relax. It's Steinhafels.
Hi, it's Jason Wilde from Wilde and Tausch, inviting you to join me July 5th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Colette. Take in the charm of the countryside and the history of the great cities. Imagine standing before Big Ben in London, then later gazing out from Edinburgh Castle. So rich in history, it feels like you're stepping back in time. Along the way, we'll explore the storybook villages of Chester and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon, places where every street seems to whisper a piece of history. And how about a scenic train ride through the rolling green hills that lead us right into the medieval city of York? It's all part of this incredible journey. From iconic landmarks to cozy villages, from bustling city streets to peaceful countryside views, you'll experience the very best of Britain's history, culture, and beauty, and create memories that last a lifetime. Text TRAVEL to 844-770-3776 for full details. To learn more about this amazing adventure, come to the meet and greet on Tuesday, November 4th at 6 p.m. at Buck and Honey's Monona. If you can't make it, visit ESPNMilwaukeeTravel.com to learn how you can join virtually.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
The UW Credit Union member Mark Tauscher here. People ask me, old T, why did you join UW Credit Union? Well, is it to keep your banking local? Is it the member first service? Great perks like early payday? Absolutely. But honestly, between us, it's Bucky. I can't say no to that face. If you love Wisconsin like I do, you just can't pay with anything else. Fandom makes us do crazy things, but this just makes sense. Become a UW Credit Union member and get your Bucky card like me. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey Madison, it's Rich Eisen, and now you can hear The Rich Eisen Show on ESPN Radio in the second best college town in the world. Sorry, Badgers fans. I am a Michigan man. The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays noon to 2, right here on 100.5 ESPN.
Thanks to Rob Demovsky, the spirited Packers beat writer.
Jesse, do you think, so I'm just watching, I don't know why you have the TVs on, that's a trouble spot for us. Sneaky Hembo does these questions where he asks which stadium has hosted the most conference championship games. I'm intrigued to find out. I'm thinking it has to be New England, right? I would like for you to do that with Jason and I. I'd like for you to have a Packers-related question, because Jason should know. It's San Francisco Candlestick Park is the correct answer. 8 times.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Wouldn't that be fun? Then our YouTubers, we could put it out before commercial break. Nobody would cheat. And then we kind of think through it, and we see who gets the most correct.
Like they used to have Stump the Schwab. You want to play Stump the Show? And I come up with a question.
I don't want to talk about stumps.
Nellie's Nuggets.
Nobody calls you Nelly.
No, they don't, but that fits.
Jesse's junk.
What's wrong with you today?
Boy, I don't know. He is so used to not having stimuli. I think
Halloween
the stimuli
brings out the worst in
and
you.
he has become a total dirtbag today. I'm not sure where his head's at.
Wait a minute now. That wasn't necessary.
You mentioned
Put the
junk.
mustache back on and channel your Ted Lasso wholesomeness.
Now I look like Tom Oates. Remember when Tom Oates had that mustache?
He had a thick mustache like that?
Oh, very thick mustache, yes.
Oatesy looks great, by the way.
He does. We love Oatesy. I should text him.
I was going to say, why don't you go grab lunch with Oatesy? Go get a steak. In a limo.
And it's not, put it on Matt LePay. Put it on Underhill. All right. Hey, tell us about Tito's Vodka so we can get to our Steinhoffel sleepers
that was
of the
quick.
week.
You know me, I love 3 things. Football, firing up the grill, and a solid cocktail in your hand. And you know what? You got a great weekend. Jesse went through the list. You got the volleyball match night, Halloween. Always love Halloween. You walk around the neighborhood. People's garages open. You stop in, and if you're going to have a cocktail, whether it's going to be with Gatorade, if it's going to be a tonic, if it's going to be with Sprite, whatever it might be, it's going to be Tito's in my glass, because when you mix it, that is the drink to have. They're not just about great drinks, though. They also give back in a big way, partnering with nonprofits and doing real good in the communities across the country, especially for our 4-legged friends. So the next time you're raising a glass, make it with Tito's handmade vodka, distilled and bottled by 5th generation in Austin, Texas. Crafted to be savored responsibly. I had my landman going there a little bit.
I do declare.
Our Steinhoffel sleepers of the week are next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Mark Tauscher here to tell you a little bit more about Everlight Solar. We all know that electricity costs are on the rise. That's why you need to talk to my friends over at Everlight Solar. Their local team here in Madison is here to keep it simple. From your no-cost consultation to solar panel installation, the team at Everlight Solar will be with you every step of the way. Not only will they help you save money, but by switching to solar, you're also helping save the planet. Everlight Solar, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Check them out at everlightsolar.com.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by Steinhoffels. Shop Steinhoffels Black Friday sale. Sealy mattresses just $99. Dining tables and sofas $499. Save today at Steinhoffels and Steinhoffels.com. A late one for Wisconsin volleyball. Undefeated Nebraska rolling into Madison on Halloween night. Head coach Kelly Sheffield on why fans can expect more treats than tricks for this upcoming match.
This has been a great battle over the year. You've had some 5-setters on both sides. You've had some 3-0 sweeps, but every single time you've had elite play that has been pretty inspiring. Expect nothing less of what we're going to see here in the Fieldhouse this weekend.
First serve scheduled for 8 p.m. Pre-match beginning at 7:30 on 100.5 ESPN.
Get a whole house of new Pella windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow. Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Grassland Butter is built by tradition right here in Wisconsin. Grassland is family-owned and has been crafting butter for 5 generations. That's why at Grassland Butter, you're more than just an employee, you're family. The Wietrich family believes in supporting each other, growing together, and building a workplace where everyone feels valued. Your voice matters at Grassland Dairy. Your success is our success. Join a team where culture isn't just a buzzword, it's how we live every day. Check us out online at grassland.com. That's grassland.com.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious. With multiple engine options and impressive towing, while Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after. An in-depth recap of every Bucks game.
In 6 minutes. No more?
No less. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus Audio Network. If you missed any of the game or just want to relive the biggest moments, Bucks in 6 provides game recaps every morning after. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis or the deep threes from Miles Turner. And catch the comments post-game about what happened on the court. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus Audio Network. Find it now on bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Your family's safety is your responsibility, and it starts with a solid roof. When the next storm rips through and takes some of your shingles with it, call Badgerland Exteriors. Or looking to replace your whole roof but don't want to break the bank? Let the team at Badgerland Exteriors give you a free, no obligations estimate.
AJ with Badgerland Exteriors here. Contracting made easy is more than a tagline. It's how we run our family business. Visit BadgerlandExteriors.com to get started on your next project. That's BadgerlandExteriors.com.
I wasn't sure if college was right for me. I worried that it would be too stressful or rigid, but I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, the atmosphere is relaxed, and the instructors are friendly and collaborative. It's such a cohesive environment. My advice to others, take a deep breath and go for it. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
What's up, Madison? It's John Audius. Today's Wisconsin volleyball broadcast is brought to you by Goodman's Jewelers. Join us for the broadcast coming up later today on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I hope someday we'll sit down together and laugh with each other about these days. All our troubles we'll lay to rest and we'll wish we could
It's been an interesting day. Looking forward to Monday when I'll be back in my basement. Until then, time for our Steinhoffels Sleepers.
How about the Dolphins firing their GM? Bam. What a hot mess that
But
place
not
is.
firing their coach.
The coach is still there?
And he's finishing the season.
That coach is donezo.
Well, apparently
Put
not
him
as donezo as Chris Greer.
What a mess.
The general manager. Let me try that again. Time now for our Steinhoffels Sleepers of the Week.
Don't sleep, you gotta stay.
Hey there, sleepyhead. Wakey, wakey. Okay, campers, rise and shine. It's time for the Steinhoffel Sleepers of the Week on Wilde and Tausch.
It is time for our Steinhoffel Sleepers of the Week. Anything to add?
I do. If I'm Brian Gutekunst, I am scouring that Dolphins roster. Who do I want? They don't have a GM. I think they just named Champ somebody as like the interim dude.
Maybe they can get Joe Douglas to fill in.
Leverage. Leverage. But go down. I think they have Bradley Chubb. I don't think we're in the mood to go get another pass rusher. But do they have a corner that we'd like? Is there maybe I don't even know if I don't think we need a tailback. I like what the Green Bay Packers are doing with their tailbacks. But that's where I'd be sniffing around.
You think because they fired the GM, it's kind of like in draft day where we're going to take advantage of the inexperienced Jacksonville Jaguars GM?
I hate to tell you this because you are a delicate flower. But when you see it, when another animal sees a wounded animal,
you go for the kill.
They don't just go over there and pat him on the tush and say, "Oh, let's get up and let's take you to the hospital." They eat it. The NFL is a dog-eat-dog world.
Mm-hmm.
It is a wolf-eat-deer world. And this is a wounded animal down there in Miami.
That's true.
FYI.
You're 100% right.
All right, Steinhoff, I got to get back in the books here, man. I can't try to be all cute. No, I'm going to do this. You guys bully-balled me a little bit last week, and the Edgerrin Cooper a couple weeks ago set a bad tone, and I think this is going to be a day that they run the football very effectively, and I think Emmanuel Wilson's going to be the guy to do it. I think Josh Jacobs is a little bit. I think he's a little bit. I don't know if he's fully out. I don't know where he's at. He was a little sick. You know, if he's a little dinged up. But I think you want to have him rocking and rolling. You want to limit his touches this week if you can, and you get a lead, and wear out Podna Wilson. I want him getting a bunch of touches. I hope he has more. And we set this big showdown for next Monday night with a big game from Emmanuel Wilson. He is my Steinhoffel's sleeper of the week.
That wasn't weird at all. Jesse, who you got?
Well, now I'm pivoting because I was going to go with Emmanuel Wilson. I think that's a great pick by Tausch. So I'm going to go to someone who I was going to pick.
Go Havlicek.
No.
That would be so bold.
But
after they trade him to Tennessee today.
I got the win last week. My bold Christian Watson selection did pay off by 565 analytics standards.
You guys give me grief about picking a second-round pick. You'd pick a first-round pick in his game back, and they give him 4 catches.
At the time of the selection, we didn't know he was
I have
even
not
going
given
to
565
play
a ton of grief because I respect what they've done, but that was a blunder last week. Go ahead.
He is desperate to get back in the win column.
Who should have won?
Time to bully
I don't even know who
the
else
staff.
we picked. I didn't deserve to win last week. But Jesse, to give me all the grief about taking Edgerrin Cooper, then you take whatever. Go ahead.
I didn't pick him earlier this year, and he ended up scoring a touchdown in the game that I was going to pick him and chose not to. So I'm going to take him now that I'm in a pinch. John Fitzpatrick is my Steinhoffel sleeper of the week.
Good pick. It's a good pick.
John Fitzpatrick.
I like both of your choices because they fall under the umbrella of actual sleepers. So I'm going to take Matthew Golden. I'm just kidding. But he did only have 3 catches for 4 yards.
Just kidding.
Because he's a first-round pick.
So is Christian Watson.
He was a second-round pick.
Fair enough.
And there was, in fairness to Jesse, as much as I'd like to give him a hard time, in fairness to Jesse, there was some question. We did not know for certain when you made the pick. We did not know for certain that he would be activated.
You didn't listen to the show April 23rd of last year?
April 23rd of this year?
6th.
July 6th of this year? You didn't listen to the show when I thence declared?
I did. You did declare it. I care about words. You
do when it fits, and then when the words don't fit, you don't care about the words. We found that out on Monday. That's why I made it a big deal. Continue.
You don't I don't want to fight.
I defer to Tausch.
Nobody's fighting.
I was deferring on the subject matter, not deferring for you to go first.
They deferred on the word.
Then fine. I'll take Matthew Golden.
There. Yeah! It's not that hard, bro. Yeah.
Kind of a weak pick.
Exactly.
I do wonder if Matt LaFleur's like, oh boy, he was He deactivated his Instagram account. I better make sure to dial up 3 or 4 plays for him this week. I don't want him getting mad on the gram.
In all seriousness, do you think that's entering Matt LaFleur's thinking
I will
process?
assure you this. Somebody told him something about it. Whether or not... Now, if Matt LaFleur is so soft that that would bother him to that degree, now, I want him to acknowledge and say, all right, well, maybe we have to watch this. But if he is looking at it and saying, well, I'm not going to throw Tucker, I'm not going to draw up 6 plays for Tucker because Matthew Golden deactivated an Instagram account, that is a huge red flag. I don't believe he's doing that. But do I think that he is probably forewarned about this? And does he want to get Matthew Golden more involved?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, good. I'm glad it was a good question. I don't know what the question was to Matt LaFleur moments ago, but Bill Huber...
Was it about Hobbs?
Tweeting it out. The answer was, I don't give a beep about if it's Halloween. What's the question that... Like, are you going to their the team Halloween party? Like,
are you dressing up tonight?
I don't give a blank if it's Halloween.
Scared money don't make money.
Well, we got to get this one. We got to make sure we beep that out. You'll have to have that ready during the 11 o'clock hour. Those are our Steinhoffel Sleepers of the Week. You can share yours. I like Halloween. What's Matt LaFleur?
You're not even trick-or-treating tonight.
We are, actually.
How?
We found out where there's trick-or-treating in the Madison area.
You can't just go poach into a neighborhood and go. That's not allowed. No.
What do you mean it's not allowed?
You don't get to go in other... No, that's not how trick-or-treating works.
I think we've stumbled upon a really good topic.
So you're telling me you're going to come into Madison, you big highfalutin Green Bayer, and you're going to go poach neighborhoods and just go grab full-size candy and take them out of here?
Well, I don't.
That ain't allowed.
I don't think we're gonna grab full-size candy bars. We're gonna take whatever's given out by people who live around the stadium area.
You're not even home to then give out candy.
We
for
left
your
candy out in buckets.
I just saw your
buckets.
ring cam, and you have raccoons eating it.
I've seen a lot of those videos. You like one of those, and your whole feed is full of them, by the way. So don't like those. You should like.
I found that with Sydney Sweeney. I don't know what happened there, but that's another thing. You look at one video, and it's like, what the heck? Now all of a sudden you can't get it's all Sydney Sweeney all the time.
Weren't we just talking about Cam Newton a minute ago, and now he's on our television? How is that possible?
How is Cam Newton not retired and statuized in Carolina? Like it's absurd.
How is Sydney Sweeney? Here's what I like.
Is she from Charlotte?
No, I have no idea.
This guy. Halloween.
It would be great if I could tell you about Steinhoffel's Black Friday sale is already underway. It is here. Get a jump on the savings with doorbusters like any size Sealy mattress for just $99, dining tables and sofas for $499, and queen beds for only $599. Plus, enjoy 36 months, 0% interest financing on purchases over $1,999. Don't wait till Black Friday. These deals are happening right now in-store and online. It's Steinhoffel's or steinhoffels.com. Shop today and save at Steinhoffel's. The 11 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch starts in 2 minutes, so stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Since 1956, Holman Lindsay Paints has been making paint in Wisconsin for Wisconsin. Because of their commitment to making great paint for Wisconsinites, Holman Lindsay has grown over the years to 26 locations in this great state. Headquarters in Sun Prairie with a state-of-the-art facility, Holman Lindsay has the paint you need to make your job better. From do-it-yourself to professional, Holman Lindsay has paint for everyone. Visit one of their local locations today in Madison, Sun Prairie, Middleton, and Janesville.
Hey, Madison, it's Rich Eisen. Join me for The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays noon to 2, right here on 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson. Sports Center brought to you by Wisconsin Surplus in Mount Horeb, your homegrown auction powerhouse. From government assets to vehicles and equipment, find your next deal at wisconsinsurplus.com. A big weekend of sports, even with no Badger football in action on Saturday, but it all starts tonight with a top 11 matchup at the Fieldhouse. Number 11, Wisconsin. Number 1, unbeaten Nebraska women's volleyball. First serve just after 8 o'clock. Pre-match show starts at 7:30 right here on Madison's home of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball, 100.5 ESPN. Remember, you can tune in on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Watch the live streaming announcer cam. John Audius and the Hall of Fame head coach Pete Waite have the call for you here on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. Men's hockey winners last night over Minnesota. The 14th-ranked Badgers and the Gophers back at it tomorrow evening, 6 o'clock at the Kohl Center. Women's hockey, number 1 in the country, hosting number 3 Minnesota tonight at 6 and tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock at LeBon Arena. Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania tonight. Level 2 of the high school football playoffs. Germantown, Monona Grove kickoff at 7 o'clock, streaming exclusively on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
The 11 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch begins now. And it begins according to my printed out show sheet here with our prize picks of the week.
Prize picks of the week for the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers on Sunday at Lambeau Field. Let's start with these real projections courtesy of Prize Picks with Jordan Love. More or less, fresh off his NFC Offensive Player of the Week winner award last week.
Just wait, before you say it, what do you guess the number would be? I'm going to say 243.
Close.
Jason's not listening.
I don't think
I am listening. I didn't know if I was supposed to guess or not.
Well, I just said let us guess.
Yeah, he looked right at you.
I wasn't looking at him. That's true.
Yeah. 239.5. 239.5 for Jordan Love this week, passing yards. What do you think, Old T?
What's the weather going to be like up in Green Bay?
Windy.
Oh, less. Jordan had a big game. I just think that the Packers go heading into Philly. I do think they want to get that run game going. The O-line is, I think, finally kind of starting to come together. Jordan will make some big plays. But I feel like this is such a lunch pail game. And lunch pail, as I learned in Landman, lunch pail games means you're down and dirty and you just play physical. And I think that's what the Green Bay Packers want to have happen this weekend. So I'm going to go less.
Do you think you, I've been told I have an obsessive-compulsive personality. Do you think you latch on to things that you happen upon and then you really get into them very quickly and very deeply?
If I said that was the case, I would have to watch the show today and tomorrow, and I'm not going to, so no.
So
now, do I have some OCD things and certain things? Absolutely, I do.
Okay.
But I don't think it's like to the point of it's crazy time.
No. I'm not saying you're crazy by any means, but I'm fascinated by. I had never heard you talk about Landman.
Correct.
You watched it on your travels.
Yes.
And now you've made like 8 references in the first 2 hours.
Are you new here? Like when I read a book, I will bring that up.
That's what I'm asking. Is that you do this a lot?
Because I try to be curious, and when I find something that's very good and interesting, I want to share and talk about it.
But you don't find it interesting enough to break from your... That's why I find this interesting, is that you say that it is set aside for travel only. Like, you're so into it, but you're not going to finish the season that you've started watching now that you're not on an airplane.
Yeah.
I just find that interesting. Am I wrong to think
you
that's interesting?
You can find things interesting. That's great.
I'm going to take less. I think Emmanuel Wilson's going to have a huge game, and 565 Analytics is going to award me the Steinhoffel Sleeper of the Week anyway because of Matthew Golden.
Okay. Nice Ted Lasso reference there.
Nice eye contact, too. That was nice.
Tucker Kraft, more or less than 0.5 rushing and receiving touchdowns.
TK?
Does he get in the end zone?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he does. I do. Like Tucker Kraft finds a way to score again, and this is all cute and fun, but Tucker Kraft he is critical to what we do. So, yeah, I think he's going to find a way to get in the end zone.
I agree with Tausch. I'll take more.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Getting weird.
Yes, it is.
Bryce Young, more or less than 185.5 passing yards.
I think they're going to fall behind. This isn't Joe Barry, though. He's a little dinged up already. I think he is going to be in harm's way a bunch. God, the thing that is making me pause is if it's 27-6 in the middle of the third quarter, is Green Bay going to still come full tilt, or are they just going to play a little softer and give him a chance to get over 200? I'm going to say more. I think Green Bay lets off the gas a little bit, and he gets to like 205.
For his season, and obviously he missed last week with an injury, Bryce Young's passing totals this season: 138, 199, 198, 150, 121. Then he had a 328-yard game against Arizona. Then he had a 154-yard game against Jacksonville.
That makes me think we really stunk against Arizona.
I don't know. I don't know about you, but that feels like one that I just don't want any part of. But I would go more. I think he'll probably pad his numbers after they get a
Carolina
big lead.
can't extend him, right?
I wouldn't think.
This is his third season. They do have to make the decision on his fifth-year option after this season.
But they're kind of stuck, I guess. They're at 4-4. They're probably going to finish 7-10. Like, they're not going to be in a prime spot to draft another
6-7-3 plus 1.
Okay. Was that productive?
6-7. They'd have to have 4 ties then, which is that's just crazy talk.
Yes, that's the crazy talk. Josh Jacobs, who I have not been very successful identifying what he's going to do on Prize Picks this season thus far. So I'm mixing it up. Different category. We're not doing rushing yards. More or less than 15.5 rushing attempts for
Less.
Josh Jacobs.
Less.
Totally agree. That's a lot of rushing attempts.
I think he has a tutter, though. Is it 0.5 tutters or is it 1?
I think that's got the little ghoul, so it's a little...
Gotcha.
It's easier to achieve, but it is on the board, yes. One more I want to go off.
If you had to have a quarterback, Tua or Bryce Young, you had to extend one of them. Who are you picking?
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young. Doesn't have the concussion
Neither.
issues.
Next.
I want to go off the board for the last one here.
Doesn't it just make you feel how much better? Even the Packer fans that aren't fully in love with Love yet, like, just look around. There are some brutally bad situations that are going to get complicated. Man. All right, go ahead.
Yamamoto is pitching tonight for the Dodgers, and he has thrown a complete game each of his last 2 outings. 19 pitching outs is the projection on Prize Picks. That would be into the 7th inning. So it would be 6 1/3 innings would be 19 outs. More or less than 19 outs for Yamamoto in a must-win.
Dodgers are getting beat tonight. They're going to get hammered tonight. The Blue Jays are going to be celebrating, singing "Oh Canada" all night long up in the Great North. So less. This whole Blake Snell, boy, that whole narrative kind of fell apart, huh?
He definitely did not
couldn't
pitch well the
sniff
other
him,
night.
and next thing you know, the Blue Jays are just ripping him to you-know-what.
Jesse, if the Dodgers win tonight, what's tomorrow? What's the matchup for Game 7?
I don't know what their plan would be for Game 7. I'm guessing Snell would be involved in some
I
capacity.
think Ashby. Somehow we're going to get Ashby to start.
He's an opener. I'm going to take less too. I think the Blue Jays take care of business tonight, and I hope that's true.
Those are your Prize Picks of the week.
Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Am I right?
It is, and we got Jordan Love. We're going to take a little bit less with Jordan. I'm going to go a little bit more with Bryce Young. I'm going to take a little look at I like the field goals, too. Wonder if they're going to let Havlicek in there. They're going to keep McManus. We'll have to take a long look at that. But the beautiful way Prize Picks is the best way to cash in watching our favorite teams. Who's going to go off? Who's overhyped? Who's going to have a bad performance? Who's going to be great? That's the beautiful thing about Prize Picks. Now you can pick whether you want that flexibility. You can choose flex play. You get paid if one of your picks misses. I like going big, though. Let's go power play. That's where you make some serious cash. Prize Picks is a great way to put your takes to the test. Join millions of users and sign up for America's #1 fantasy sports app. Download the Prize Picks app. Use code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play that first $5 lineup. You know what? Would have went with our boy last night, Hollins.
Ryan Rollins.
Rollins. I have to admit, and Jesse, you know I don't admit I'm wrong often. I thought it was the dude that used to announce. He did like the TV games for ESPN. Hollins, he's a longer dude. Now, this guy's name is Rollins.
He's a longer dude.
Right?
Ryan Rollins.
Ryan Rollins from Toledo. Correct?
Ryan Rollins. Yes.
Rollins.
Double R. Ryan Rollins.
I'm ready to prematurely anoint. I am going to prematurely anoint after listening I was driving home on 100.5 with our buddy JG
Garcia
and Dave Kane. And this is the second big game he's had.
Back to back.
Next opportunity. The Bucks play tonight?
They play tomorrow afternoon, 4 o'clock, Sacramento Kings.
I'm going to go more with Ryan Rollins. I don't even care
Hugh
what.
Hollins.
And I'm going to use that code WI. I get $50 in lineups after I play that first $5 lineup. Again, Prize Picks. It's good
to be right.
He did play at Toledo.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And McManus currently projected 1.5 made field goals.
No, I'm going to go less on that. But this Ryan Rollins, who, again, last year I poo-pooed because I thought you were talking about the analyst. This kid could be the real deal.
The analyst was playing for the Bucks?
That happens. I mean, J.J. Redick was a podcaster. He's coaching the most famous basketball program in the country.
That's true.
Doc Rivers did go from the ESPN #1 crew to coaching the Bucks.
You act like this is so absurd.
Okay, give me 3 examples of players that were in the
Andy Murray
media and then went back to
Andy
playing
Murray
in the NBA.
Well, now you're making it NBA.
Well, that's the sport we're talking about.
I feel like Barnes, he had that podcast. I think he went back and played.
Barnes.
Gilbert Arenas.
Last name Barnes.
I think Gilbert Arenas did it. So
Draymond Green's been doing a podcast for a decade.
Draymond. Good win for the Bucks last night, though. Really good win.
Uh-huh. Back-to-back
No
statement
Yanni.
wins. Yeah.
No Yanni. We beat the stinking Warriors. Let's go. All because of Ryan Rollins.
Pajemski, he was good last night. I saw him at a 3.
I like Pajemski.
All right. I think our work here is done. Headlines are next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Mark Tauscher here to tell you a little bit more about Everlight Solar. We all know that electricity costs are on the rise. That's why you need to talk to my friends over at Everlight Solar. Their local team here in Madison is here to keep it simple. From your no-cost consultation to solar panel installation, the team at Everlight Solar will be with you every step of the way. Not only will they help you save money, but by switching to solar, you're also helping save the planet. Everlight Solar, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Check them out at everlightsolar.com.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau.
There's no second chances. There's no do-overs. We're definitely primed to take that next step. That's the focus and the goal.
This is your Green and Gold Fix on 100.5 ESPN.
It takes a lot of hard work, dedication, sacrifice, pain to get to where you want to go.
This Green and Gold Fix is driven by Metro Ford.
The 5-1-1 Green Bay Packers are in first place of the NFC. And on Sunday, they return home and welcome the 4-4 Carolina Panthers to town. Don't let the records fool you. The Packers heavy favorites in this game. 12.5 points as of Thursday, according to Potawatomi Sportsbook. Head coach Matt LaFleur says he's not really worried about the idea of a trap game, though.
I'm not worried about it. We've got enough to worry about just within ourselves and a lot of growth in front of us.
It's Packers-Panthers, noon on Sunday at Lambeau Field. Green Bay Game Day has your pregame coverage beginning at 9 a.m. I'm Alex Stroh.
Purchase, finance, or service a new or pre-owned Ford at Metro Ford of Madison on the east side today.
Crispy chicken just keeps getting better at Cousin Subs. Try our crispy chicken basket, complete with 3 white meat tenders and a regular fry, a meal made easy. And for the little ones, our kids meal comes with 2 crispy tenders, applesauce, a juice box, and cookie. Just the right size for growing appetites. Made with quality chicken and ready to enjoy in-store, online, or on the app. But hurry, these crispy favorites are only around for a limited time. Cousin Subs, we believe in better.
Grassland butter is built by tradition right here in Wisconsin. Grassland is family owned and has been crafting butter for 5 generations. That's why at Grassland Butter, you're more than just an employee, you're family. The Wietrich family believes in supporting each other, growing together, and building a workplace where everyone feels valued. Your voice matters at Grassland Dairy. Your success is our success. Join a team where culture isn't just a buzzword, it's how we live every day. Check us out online at grassland.com. That's grassland.com.
The wait is over. Badger Hoops tips off this month. With new faces on the roster and highly anticipated conference battles ahead, the drive for excellence never changes. From buzzer beaters to Big Ten showdowns, Wisconsin men's basketball delivers the moments you live for at the Kohl Center. Purchase your single-game tickets by visiting uwbadgers.com or by calling 1-800-GO-BADGERS. That's uwbadgers.com or 1-800-GO-BADGERS.
If you're looking for a special piece of jewelry for any occasion, Condon Jewelers is always there for you. Condon Jewelers has the best selection of jewelry you'll ever find and guaranteed to have the lowest prices in the Madison area. Free shipping is always available. Visit condonjeweler.com or call 241-3406 and ask for Jim, the owner, who's at the store every day. Shop locally. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
When it comes to your health, do you want to buy something online or do you want to meet with someone local? A local doctor with a family-owned business that cares about you. That's right, you want to meet with Nestor Rodriguez and Ashley Rodriguez at Carbon World Health. You have questions about cryotherapy, red light therapy, hormone replacement treatments, GLP-1s, or you just want to have a great workout. Carbon World Health is there for you. They have a new location in Sun Prairie and they have their original location in Madison. So when it comes to your health, there's nowhere better to go than Carbon World Health in Madison and now in Sun Prairie.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
Always fun to see Riley Yauk. He made an appearance in the Everlight Solar.
An old cowboy.
ESPN Madison Studios.
Fit right in on Landman.
He was
going to be an extra on Landman.
He was Luke Fickle yesterday.
He was dressed up as Luke Fickle.
Yeah, the vest, the TEAM and everything. Yeah.
All right.
The Jump Around digital show on YouTube. Check it out.
Love that show. Good
Jim,
show.
Pablo, and Riley.
Yeah.
And just like Luke Fickle, he's still employed by us.
We employ Luke Fickle?
No, he's employed by us. Luke Fickle's still employed by the Badgers.
You can understand why words would matter there. That confused me.
Time now for our headlines.
We've buried the lead.
But it's not all doom and gloom.
Yeah, I've read the headlines.
It's time to predict this week's headlines.
Time now for headlines. We do not have any musical.
Cue up the music. Let's do Cats in the Cradle again. No, I'm just kidding. I do need something of the spooky, like a little something. Give me a little something. I know you don't know what limerick is coming, but just give me something a little spooky that you think my voice will fit to.
Is it spooky or fooky?
Maybe. Nah, spookier.
I am not Spotify.
I legit told you
We're
before.
not on there.
We went to break. I said, find something a little spooky beforehand. Oh, we don't have Spotify action. All right, well, here we go. We'll make this work. The Packers are frightening hosts. The defense made Rodgers see ghosts. Tell Steve the Homer true to start the postgame at 2, 33-10 Green Bay coasts. That music actually fit pretty good.
That was good.
Well
wasn't
done.
it?
Yeah.
All right, Jesse, what do you got?
I can't play the other music without getting rid of the big voice
Yeah,
guy, so we're just going to let this ride, I guess.
Oh, great.
Thanks, Tausch. Last Carolina defense.
That's not bad. I like the start of this.
Oh, thank you. Panthers realize season dies young. Packers pass the home tet. Send Carolina home Dowdle in the dumps.
You're a clever guy.
You see what I did?
I thought Bryce Young was going to be rhymed up with that.
No, I don't do the rhyme. Rhyming is your thing.
Oh, yeah, I do like rhyming.
Yeah, Bryce Young, Rico Dowdle, Tet McMillan. I got those names in
it's
there.
Well done. Good job.
Wait a minute. Does Tausch have exclusivity on rhyming? Because mine is rhyming.
Yeah,
no, you can rhyme. I just...
It ain't no crime to rhyme. Just give me a dime.
I choose to do something else with my time.
Like being a mime. Committing a crime.
This game is not a trap. But if the Packers play like crap, we will wonder if they're good. So just go out and play like you should. Go out and be a pro. Don't you know? Packers 31, Panthers 10.
You were gonna say something.
I was, but I didn't.
you were gonna tell him his wasn't as good as yours.
No. What I was going to say is the scores are eerily similar. Eerily.
I think everybody like the line is 13.5. It started at 12.5. I think everybody is on the same page that the Packers are probably going to win this game by a couple of scores, maybe 3 scores, 2 scores.
4
and
scores,
what if
and it's going to be pretty
7 years
4
ago.
scores
Yeah,
and
it's
7.
Gonna,
yeah,
it's going to be
well
a
done.
beat you.
What happens if they don't? Like you said earlier in the show,
they'll have people complain.
I wasn't giving you eye contact when it was, but I'm curious if they win 21-17. What will next week look like going into Philadelphia and the conversations we will have on this wildly popular program?
Well, I think part of it will be why is the offense only scoring 21? Too many 3-and-outs, all of those things. But in the grand scheme, I think this will be wiped away a lot quicker than when we saw a lackluster win against Arizona. People were down on them. Obviously, the Dallas game was eye-opening to me. And I think part of it is Dak's just really good. And our defense, though, still should not have done that. I think the narrative will be this was a trap game. The boys didn't play to their best. They were looking ahead, but they got to win, and let's just move it along. I don't think there's a narrative you come out outside of losing to the Panthers where people are going to say, oh, boy, this team's just not going to be good enough. I don't think you're going to see that unless they get beat.
And I'm not willing to utter the phrase that I uttered on the media bus on the way to Super Bowl 32. I don't see any way the Packers lose this game. But if they lose this game, then there are some serious questions to ask about their readiness and whether they do.
Mature? No, it's whether or not they're mature enough. That's what that is to me. This is not talent in this game is markedly on Green Bay's side, and that's not anybody being a homer. It's just just watch. And Carolina is a NFL football team. They compete. I think that they're doing some things. They're 4-4. They don't stink. So it's not going to be as easy as snapping your fingers. It's 34-10. That if Green Bay will have to play really well. Mm-hmm. Green Bay can play its BC game and win this game because they're at home and because I just don't think Carolina has the weaponry that they need to affect this. To have this defense not limit them to under 20 points. And I don't know many teams outside of Cleveland. Green Bay is going to score 20-plus pretty much every week.
Yeah.
And especially at home.
I would think so as well. And that's, again, 31-10 would be they would be taking care of business in a big way if they accomplish that. All right, we need to get to Won't Elliott. We need to draw our contest winner. And you need to text the word travel to 844-770-3776 if you're interested in our journey to England, Scotland, and Wales with Colette. It is July 5th that we depart. And look, if you've never gone on a trip across the pond, then welcome to the club. I haven't either. That's why I'm so excited to do this for the first time. And everyone that I know who has done a trip with Colette has raved about it. Homer has raved. John Mercure at 620 WTMJ tells me how great it's been. I have no doubt that it's going to be great, and I hope you'll join us. You will feel the charm of the countryside and the history of the great cities, whether it's Big Ben in London or the Edinburgh Castle, which I'm always tempted to call Edinburgh because I'm just bad at it. We're going to see all that, and we're going to see the storybook villages of Chester and Tausch's favorite place, Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We're going to take a scenic train ride through the rolling green hills to the medieval city of York. It's all going to be part of this incredible journey, and you can be part of it too. Go to ESPNMilwaukeeTravel.com for full details, or we'll send you the full details and the link if you just text travel, the word travel, to 844-770-3776, 844-770-3776. And we are doing our meet and greets next Tuesday. I'll be back in studio, so be prepared for a quality program that morning. And then in the evening, we'll be doing it at Buck and Honey's, which you know I love Buck and Honey's. So we'll be there in Monona. So we'll send you information on that as well if you send the word travel to 844-770-3776. Whoa, Nelly is next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
Mark Tauscher here for Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust. Well, we'll be seeing plenty of ghosts and witches and zombies trick-or-treating and out celebrating Halloween. But while costumes and haunted houses and scary movies may spook you, there's something even more terrifying that makes my skin crawl. Car trouble. Don't be afraid to take care of your vehicle. And unlike the unsuspecting people in all those movies, be prepared before you run into trouble. Stop in to see the amazing service team at Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie before your next road trip or the brutal Wisconsin winter strikes. Get a tune-up, check the battery, check your tires, it's a big one for winter, change the oil, and make sure all the inner workings of your vehicle are in tip-top shape. You can take my word for it. Zimbrick Chevrolet is truly the name you can trust. Schedule a service appointment, view vehicle inventory, and learn more about all they have to offer at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. That's ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Don't be haunted by car trouble. See the team at Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They treated me like family.
They're actually people that you can depend on.
They made me feel seen. They really treated me like I was a part of their family, a part of their team.
They ask how you're doing, how you're feeling.
They're just so welcoming and so sweet and kind.
It's like family, caring about another member of the family.
If you've been injured, it costs you nothing to see if Gruber Law Offices can help.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Zero restrictions apply. It's 10/31/2025.
Liberty Station American Tavern and Smokehouse isn't just a barbecue restaurant. Open daily for lunch and dinner, Liberty Station serves American comfort food with regional touches using many locally sourced ingredients. The bar at Liberty Station offers vintage cocktails created in a classic style, local craft beers, plus a wide array of wine options. And be sure to check out their sprawling patio with an indoor and outdoor porch area. Liberty Station, conveniently located just off the Beltline on Rimrock Road.
Striving for excellence is exactly what we do.
Our suite of master craftsmen ensure every roof we install will last.
We believe in giving you exceptional results.
And the satisfaction and durability you want with your suite of metal roof.
I'm Mike.
And Mary Suita. Enjoy the long-lasting architectural strength and beauty of a Suita metal roof.
SWITA metalroofing.com.
Suita Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Hey, it's John Audius, play-by-play voice of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball. Join us for the broadcast coming up later today, right here on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app, brought to you by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse.
Switch on the sky and the stars glow for you. Go see the world, cause it's all so brand new. Don't close your eyes, cause your future's ready to shine. It's just a matter of time before we learn how to fly. Welcome to the rhythm.
Jesse.
Oh, I know that sound.
You're letting me pick?
This is the happiest Jason's been all day.
I figure since you guys are both here in studio, which rarely ever happens on a Friday, we're drawing our trivia winner for the Cousin Subs gift card. Might as well let Jason do the honors.
Yeah, Jason.
What if I shake and Tausch picks?
That works.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Okay.
Don't peek.
I won't. I'll do like you and not have any eye contact.
Well, you're going to have eye contact with the chip, though.
Number one, Monday's winner, Johnny from Stoughton.
Johnny!
We did not have a Johnny in Stoughton. We had a Tuesday contestant because we didn't play on Monday.
Nailed it.
Justin.
I couldn't have been more wrong on all fronts.
Justin in Milwaukee.
Right initial, wrong town.
Nicely done, Justin.
Yeah, good work, Justin.
Winner of the Cousin Subs gift card. Well done. Good job, guys.
Thanks.
Proud of you.
Time now for Whoa Nelly.
If the topic is good, the guys discuss.
Just the other morning I had breakfast at Tracy Rocker's house. His mama brought out 15 flapjacks. He said, Mama, take back 5 of them flapjacks. I gotta stay hungry for the Crimson Tide.
But if it's not, the show must go on. It's time for
Whoa, Nelly!
On Wilde and Tausch.
So it is Halloween, and I would like for Becca and I to receive some praise for the job that we have done turning the program around at our house for Halloween. 3 years ago.
Can you request
way to
praise?
Go.
Yeah.
We don't even know it. I've been to your house once. Tausch went in your fridge.
We have done a better job turning Halloween around at our house than the Badger football team over the last 3 years.
Oh, sick burn.
Yeah, got him.
Whoa, Nelly!
So what you're saying is you're the Jim Leonard
I'm Signetti, I think is what I am when it comes to turning around the reputation.
All right, what'd you do? What'd you do to turn it around?
The first year we
why did you hit Whoa Nelly?
The first
you wanted to end this conversation?
No, it was for dramatic effect. When we inherited our house 3 years ago.
Didn't you buy it?
Who died?
When we moved into our house 3 years ago.
With Iric.
Stacy Bruner.
Stacey and Iric.
And
exactly.
through Nations Lending, Iric, yes. Both were fantastic to work with in different capacities. We went and sat out in the front yard. We had a little portable fire pit, sitting out in the front yard, big table, good candy spread, and none of the kids were coming up to our driveway. I'm like, what's going on here? How come none of the kids are coming to our driveway?
It's the mean house.
And then we overheard one of them as they were walking away. Oh, they're not giving out apples anymore. We used to live at
Did a witch live in your house before you?
Apparently, we used to live at the healthy house. And that was the reputation
well, that's
we
clearly
had.
Not the case anymore.
And so we had to turn things around. So last couple of years, we went out. We had some good stuff. We had to up our game after year one. The Fruit by the Foot was a big hit last year.
Slightly different fruit program.
Bringing it back again this year. Also some other things that aren't just the little candies, but they're not massive candy bars. But it's enough where we have restored the reputation of our Halloween home. And I think we deserve some praise for turning that thing around pretty quickly.
Way to go.
Thank you.
Whoa, Nelly!
Signetti.
If I may.
Signetti.
That's great that you've changed the vibe and the kids are having fun again in your neighborhood. Good for you. Good job. A sincere good job. I don't know. Starting the phrase with, I would like to be, Becca and I to be given some praise is off-putting. I would say, hey, I got to tell you what we've
Did you say
done.
off-putting or pudding?
Off-putting.
You should start handing out pudding.
Oh, a little like...
what would be something that would be a pleasant surprise that someone dumped in your...
Pudding cup would be a fun one.
Pudding cup would be great.
The one with like the 3 layers, chocolate, vanilla chocolate. Yeah.
You gotta keep it refrigerated, don't you?
Nah,
it's cold enough tonight.
They sell them at room temperature.
It's cold enough
That's
right
a good
now.
point. They do sell them at room temperature.
Pudding cup's a great answer.
Whoa, Nelly!
Off-putting.
Fun time at the Wisconsin men's hockey game last night. 5-2 win over Minnesota. Hat trick. But middle of the second period, up 3-1, they start chanting Fire Fickle.
Jason!
And then, third period, they did it again. 2 different times last night, the Fire Fickle chant starts erupting at the men's hockey game when they're winning against rival Minnesota.
Yeah, I don't get it. Don't get
What it tells me is even though there likely won't be a change by season's end into next year, based on everything we've heard to this point, I don't think the noise is going to go anywhere. And that is what I'm concerned about for how the players and everybody around the program is going to be able to handle that if that's an entire off season and into next season of this being the vibe around the team. I'm concerned about that. And this is why I was trying to be Mr. Rational at the start of the year.
Is this why you were rational?
You were being rational because you were sitting next to Barry Alvarez and you didn't want to...
I was trying to be rational because I didn't want this to be what happened.
No, you did because Barry was sitting there and told you to be rational.
No, well, that was part of it, but also...
it was a big part of it.
I didn't want every drive to be, we got to fire the dude now. Now we need the students chanting Fire Fickle in the second quarter of the Maryland game in week 4. And now look where we are. No one's changing anything. And here it is. They're chanting this everywhere.
What is your question?
I don't really have a question. I wanted to share that was my experience at the men's hockey game last night.
That was also in the text chain that I think Tausch is unsubscribed to now.
Here's what I would say. Go boo in a bar.
Go boo at a hockey game?
Go
what are we
boo in a
doing?
bar.
Come on.
Here's the thing.
It's got nothing to do with it.
Fans are going to feel a certain way.
Feel your feelings.
And is it what you want at a hockey game? No. You want to be supporting your team. It's like when the Bears fans or Cubs fans beat the Brewers, and then they're chanting the Green Bay sucks. Like, you got to keep the main thing. Now, if you feel like that is going to change people's opinions, and I'm guessing that's what fans last night did, I just don't think that is going to move the needle. But I am not going to tell fans to
boo in a bar.
No, I'll tell you to boo in a bar because it's really funny. But I don't think telling fans how to feel and how they need to act is ever a great idea.
I agree with you. I would also, though, why are we doing that at the hockey game? We feel that frustrated and exasperated. Like, by the way, as someone who covered Badger hockey for a very long time, when I look at highlights or when I come across the TV broadcasts, I am stunned by the number of empty seats at those games.
Yeah, 8 o'clock on a Thursday night, Halloween weekend, probably not the biggest draw. I would expect Saturday will do
I would
better.
hope so against Minnesota.
Yeah, 8 on a Thursday was pretty late. Even we were a little skeptical about getting down there last night, but we did. We made it. But people should take note. Men's hockey team off to one of its best starts ever through 7 games.
Amen.
They're a good squad this year.
Whoa, Nelly!
And at least Wisconsin isn't LSU, am I right? Athletic director's donezo now after Brian Kelly was donezo, and they said that the athletic director wasn't going to hire the next head coach. That thing is crumbling quickly for the LSU Tigers.
Yeah, I don't think governors should get involved in that. Just my own opinion.
I tend to agree.
You have a chancellor, you have an athletic director, you have a board, you have regents, and people that need to be the stewards of this university. didn't love when a governor came out and said that this guy didn't hire correctly. Like, not a fan. And I hope as the Wisconsin scenario continues, I don't think we should be hearing from Tony Evers on it. That's just my own opinion. You can take it for what it's worth.
I don't think we will either, most likely. I have not been following that story closely, other than the fact that ever since Matt LaFleur and Robert Saleh told the story of them being on the coaching staff for Brian Kelly and thinking they're being invited to the party, and instead they're there to shovel the snow and park cars. And he does not sound like my kind of guy. And I'm confused as to why they are as bad as they have turned out to be at LSU, given the financial support and everything else that they have at that program. So I have not been following the follow-ups to that. I don't cheer for anybody to lose their job, but I did not feel a whole lot of sympathy for him either.
You got the highlights of what's going on down there. It's a mess.
Tausch, you need to tell us about Coors Light again, so we have time for our Feel Good Friday, painted by Hallman Lindsay
Well,
Paints.
yes, I do. And I'll tell you what, I just saw a tweet from Kelly Sheffield. There's people lining up at the field house already. A little tailgating before what time is that game tip tonight?
8 o'clock tonight.
Oh, my God. It's going to be a while. And if you're going to be tailgating for a while and you want to chill, I think I know you should crack open a Rocky Mountain Cold Coors Light brewed with that 3-step cold process. Cold lager, cold filtered, and cold packaged, so it is made to chill, refreshingly cold, and only 102 calories. That's why it's always Coors Light in my hand. Celebrate responsibly, Coors Brewing Company at Golden, Colorado.
Feel Good Friday, painted by Hallman Lindsay Paints, is next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Mark Tauscher here, and it's Halloween. That, a free Saturday, and a home game in Green Bay on Sunday has me feeling really good on this Feel Good Friday on Wilde and Tausch, painted by Hallman Lindsay Paints. And I'm not sure which type of candy makes trick-or-treaters feel the best about their baskets, but I can tell you this. My family and I were feeling really good when we worked with the pro painters from Hallman Lindsay for our home's paint project. The pros did the job so much better than we could and made the whole process so much easier on all of us. All you have to do to get connected, stop into any of Hallman Lindsay's Madison area locations, ask, and they'll help get you set up with the pro painters that are perfect for what you need. From green and gold to orange and black and any colors that best fit your home. Remember, Wisconsin's best painters use Wisconsin's best paint, and Wisconsin's best painters are the pro painters at Hallman Lindsay Paints. Hallman Lindsay, great paint, great people. And stay tuned for Feel Good Friday on Wilde and Tausch, painted by Hallman Lindsay Paints.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by Bruner Realty, providing excellent real estate and property management services in the Madison area for over 30 years. Contact their team at BrunerRealtyInc.com to get housed today. A late one for Wisconsin volleyball, undefeated Nebraska rolling into Madison on Halloween night. Head coach Kelly Sheffield on why fans can expect more treats than tricks for this upcoming match.
This has been a great battle over the year. You've had some 5-setters on both sides. You've had some 3-0 sweeps, but every single time you've had elite play that has been pretty inspiring. Expect nothing less of what we're going to see here in the Fieldhouse this weekend.
First serve scheduled for 8 p.m. Pre-match beginning at 7:30 on 100.5 ESPN.
Get a whole house of new Pella windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow. Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Hey, it's ESPN Wisconsin's Alex Stroh for my great friends at Door County Distillery. Locally produced, handcrafted, award-winning spirits made locally in beautiful Door County. It's the best time of the year. It's bourbon season. Weather outside getting a little chilly, but you can stay warm with a delicious glass of the Door County Distillery bourbon. Or check out Door County Distillery exclusives like their cherry bourbon and their bat bourbon. It's bat good. Visit their website, doorcountydistillery.com. That's doorcountydistillery.com.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just a priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and Southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
Looking to take your baseball game to the next level? GRB Academy provides year-round training programs designed around your schedule and your goals. For over 15 years, GRB has been Wisconsin's leader in player development and advancement, with a state-of-the-art 52,000 square foot facility of elite baseball training space and coaches who know how to get results. From youth to high school, baseball players trust GRB to help them reach their next level. Training program spots are filling quickly, so don't wait. Register now at grbacademy.com.
Seriously injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today.
You gotta get down on Friday. It's time to finish the week off right. It's Feel Good Friday on Wilde and Tausch, painted by Hallman Lindsay.
Born and raised under the rain and a western wind, felt the way. Try to live up to the say I am. Is it any wonder? Shame comes calling.
Time for Feel Good Friday, painted by Hallman Lindsay Paints. Our great partner in the... I'll tell you this. People don't see the behind-the-scenes stuff. You do a nice job on those ads you do. You were recording a bunch of them
thanks,
earlier?
buddy. And I've loved Feel Good Friday. I think it's been one of our favorite things we've done. And
Great
we've had
invention.
different things. And I know the Wisconsin football season has not went the way all of us had hoped. But there's been some of these seniors have just been, they've had rough. They've had different coaches. It's been not had the success that I think they all hoped. And one of these guys, Ben Barton, who's in his 6th year, Stratford High School, big rival of Auburndale back in the day.
Upon Avon?
I don't know if he's an Avon guy. He might
Well
go.
done.
He might go on this trip with all the NIL and everything that he's been able to get.
Hope
but
so.
He's had a fantastic season out in Oregon, played a great game. But even more importantly, in the Extra Yard for Teachers initiative, Ben Barton presented a $1,000 gift to the teacher. He was a student teacher on behalf of Wisconsin Athletics and the College Football Playoff Foundation. So, there's a lot of stuff that you could say. Teachers are vastly underappreciated. I think everything that they do, and for Ben to go out and to present that check and to do that initiative, kudos to you, Ben Barton, on a job well done.
No kidding. That's awesome that he did that. Speaking of awesome, I think the world of David Gruber. He's become a good friend, and he does some great things in the community. I tell you that all the time when we talk about Gruber offices. One call, that's all. And he and Bobby Portis put together a Special Olympics of Wisconsin clinic at the Bucks training facility earlier this week. And I watched the newscast. One of the Milwaukee TV stations did something on it. But obviously David is always very active in our communities, and for him to do this with Special Olympics and those athletes, it's a really neat thing. The picture that I saw, there's a huge group of kids that took part in it, and again, obviously our partnership is important, and he's been with us from the very beginning. But if you're not paying attention to how much Gruber Law Offices does in our communities, they really do. Everybody likes to talk about giving back to the community, but they really do. And this was a really neat thing that he and Bobby Portis put together. So super job by them. And that is my Feel Good Friday, painted by Hallman Lindsay Paints. Jesse, you got one?
Actually, I saw the Ben Barton thing earlier this week, and I thought that was really cool. So
That is
I'm glad
very
Tausch
cool.
brought that up.
Yeah, no kidding.
Panthers, Sunday.
Trap game. Jesse, I am curious. So I came in as Ted Lasso. We saw Riley Yauk with his cowboy hat, but no
Cowboy.
boots.
Yeah.
Good big buckle on though. Are you dressing up since you want praise for how you've really rejuvenated
he's
your
got to do the
house?
volleyball game day. He can't.
Nah, I'm actually doing a triple header today. I'm on Jim, Matt, and Molly hosting this
You're
afternoon.
hosting Jim, Matt, and
Ham
Molly?
and Jelly, 4 to 6 on ESPN
I
Madison today.
I heard you're. We switched days, so you're on that show today. Is that true?
Am I?
Oh,
that's what I was.
I
told.
was out. Yeah, I was out on Wednesday, so yes. Oh, yeah, Wooly does a great job. I am on today.
Rye guy does a great job.
Looking forward to hearing from you then later today. So, yeah, triple header for me today. We've got that and then the volleyball match later tonight. I peaked at Halloween when I went as SpongeBob in 4th grade. My mom,
It's been all downhill
my mom
from
helped
there.
make a do-it-yourself SpongeBob with a cardboard box and yellow styrofoam. We spray and it looked fantastic. I should find an old picture of it. But it's been all downhill. I have not had a good
Why don't
Halloween
you go back
costume
as
since
SpongeBob
then.
again?
Well, we don't have the box anymore. It was 20-something years ago.
That's too bad. You can go
it's really tough to
trick-or-treating
find
with-
a box. I mean, you just go out on your porch. There's 100 Amazon boxes, and you can't figure that out, I'm sure.
What are you dressing up as?
I'm going to be a beekeeper. I'm going to be.
All right. Well, we're
A lot
gonna
of buzz
definitely-
about that costume.
Nice. I can't wait to go trick or treating in Tausch's neighborhood when I interlope with my children and
So
go trick or treating. We never got to that topic, but the show's over, so we got to go. Have a great day. Take care. Be good.
Miss any of today's episode of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin? Commercial-free full show podcasts are available free on the ESPN